Ooh, I wish like there's nothing wrong going on today. I'm actually going a little bit overboard with with my streaming systems at the moment. All right, hold on a little bit. Good, anytime zone, wherever you are, whenever you are. My name is Kira Vaku, and I'm your host and your voice with voice. Here to entertain you and may not have no idea what I'm doing. While I'm still waiting for my guest to join in, I'm just going to. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do at the moment. I'm just going to have a little bit talk of what I'm going to do with this particular VoidCast podcast. Then, yep. It will be just that, I think. Oh man, there's just so many like stuff that I need to like fix up in the futures. Dock, and then yeah, there's just like so many things I have to like take a look at the moment. I am streaming multi-stream into multiple places because it's a podcast. I'm not actually doing something like very like taxing. So yeah. I hope in the futures I won't like do I can do a little bit like more than I can. But generally right now I am trying my best to do whatever. Yes, to do whatever. Mainly having multiple areas to stream is like kind of like my thing at this point. Especially when I actually don't really like Twitch. And then the people from Twitch be how dare you? Like, to be honest, have I get any audience from Twitch to chat with me in my entire stream? If anyone been to my stream, generally almost 0 people in Twitch chat with me. Always is just either from YouTube or from TikTok. Heck, I even get chatted from Cake. Twitch is really dead for me. I don't know what sort of curse I have on it. But yeah, generally that is like what happened. Also, yeah, hi there, Botrix. my number 1 fan. That is the funniest thing in the world. So by the way, if you guys like wondering like what is this stream for, well, it's a podcast that's supposed to have a guest and chat with. The guest is a little bit late at the moment. Don't worry about it. Before she comes in, I will be the one who entertains everyone here. So hello there. Let me use my sexy voice for you guys. Well, technically it's not even my sexy voice. This is literally just how I normally sound. Hi there, Kenji. You know, funny things, speaking about voice and stuff, I literally just think this is how it normally sounds like when I speak English. I have a much more heavier like tone sound, but you know what? My family don't like it. The moment I speak like this, they say like I sound very scary, and seems like I'm pretending to have like deep voice. Like, everyone have like different voice when they speak different language, right? Like when I speak, obviously when I speak Mandarin, I sounds a little bit higher pitch like this one, much more in a way much more clearer in cadence, I guess. So yeah. Boop. This is the first time I did that. Hi there. But yeah, it's much more high on cadence when I try to speak like Mandarin or like this. But when I speak Cantonese or English, my voice actually go deeper. It's not exactly I'm trying to go deep. It's more like the way I pronounce the word. My voice end up like much more on the deeper side. I do not know how that happened. You know, and this is a very funny like contentious point, to be honest. Try to think about this. Pirate Software, yes, that dude do have an amazing voice, but so far a lot of people say like it's actually kind of like, you know, they kind of like he kind of made it using the mic and stuff, this and that, yada yada thing. I'm a little bit disappointed if it's real, because I truly believe that one point, like the excuse, if it's actually real, if it's actually not real, then it will be excused. When he told about his voice thingy, it's like people went through like puberty on voice second time. I do think it does happen when you actually like when you got a little bit much more older, your vocal cord basically just have a certain level of wear and tear. And then when it went to a certain point, your voice become a slightly more deeper. Technically, it's not even deeper. It's just much more weaker. You know, like when you actually get sick, your voice become like much more deeper and much more hummy in that way. Also, hi there, hey Carl. So my voice end up to be sounds like this when I speak like English. I truly believe this is kind of like my actual voice. And this one is actually also my other actual voice. Obviously, being an anime man, I think like sound like this somewhat much more matching my like VTuber model in the first place too. So I kind of like, you know what? Let's keep my higher like pitch voice just for this particular thing. Yeah, sounds way better. Ooh, you giddy. Sorry there. For some reasons, here's the thing, like I'm a person who is very playful of his voice in some sense. So I truly believe every single part is actually my voice. Ooh, hi there. So
Hello.
yeah, are you ready to show the VTuber or just using the reactive?
I'm ready. I'm here.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. Pop this thing out and boop. Wow, you are very short. I need to raise you up.
What do you mean? What do you mean, man? What do you mean?
I raise you up.
Alvin.
Oh, by the way, I am streaming in a very, very multiple, fascinating, different place. I'm streaming in YouTube, streaming on, streaming on YouTube, streaming on Twitch, streaming on Kik, streaming on TikTok. I'm streaming on everything.
You stream basically all platforms now? Like, damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
my computer is going to explode one day.
I don't know. I just opened up. I just joined into the VC, and then my PC is like going crazy right now. Yeah, I'm like, what is going on?
You can't handle my stream.
Yeah, maybe it's like, oh wait, you're right. I mean, Kira is the void guy, so he can cause my CPU to die because there's too many versions of him in every dimension.
Oh,
Yeah, makes sense now.
Speaking about what again? TikTok stream. Actually, like yesterday, I was like showing the comic to people from the TikTok side, and then immediately there are people recognizing you. On like I showed your chapters, and then like they say, "Hey, it's Fluffy."
What the hell? Oh, you guys are scary. I don't even like appear on TikTok.
Are you famous on TikTok and I didn't know?
No, I really post content there. I really stream there, so I don't really know, but like, it's interesting.
Yeah, I was like surprised. Like, whoa.
What the hell? Hold on, man. I'm gonna open my side. Even though I don't think I can really. Can I? Okay, it's gonna be funny. Like showing your stream. Like I stream your stream to my stream.
If you want to try that, you also can do it, or you can just
Yeah,
do
we
it
can try
on
that.
your side of your scene. You can just combine the chat, like doing like that
I
collab
can.
thingy.
I think I can. Yeah. I think I should use the what room shall I use?
How do we
have-
even like combine the chat anyway? I never tried that thing.
It works on Chrome, so you have to go to Chrome. You go to the Twitch.
I'm using
There's
Windows
the collab
Edge.
thingy. You're using Edge. It's okay. I'm using. I use Opera, but back then I used Microsoft Edge, and everyone thinks that I'm a weird person. Like, why are you using Microsoft Edge?
Well, that's the thing. I'm using Microsoft Edge on my VTuber account stuff. On my personal account stuff, I'm using the Opera GX.
I see.
Because
Yeah,
technically,
definitely.
Edge can run almost everything from Chrome too. So like, I'm good with it.
Exactly. The main factor is just that I'm very lazy. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm just lazy, right? I'm just very lazy.
Well, another thing. What was I want to talk about again? I kind of forgot.
I don't know, man. Ask you. What
Well,
do you want to talk about?
obviously, for me, like for my stream and my podcast is about talking about like the comic and things. But obviously, everyone can have a little bit of yapping about what they want to do too. So I decided to change a little bit of my format. You can have one yap topic, and then we sort of like exchange yapping.
Okay. Before that, let me talk to my chat, and then you can also like introduce yourself.
So, hello there, my name is Kirivaku, and I'm your host and your void with a voice here to entertain you and may not have no idea what the heck I'm doing.
Yeah. Come back, Kiri. I'm being interviewed by Kiri, so I'm gonna put your PNG at the counter. That's where you interview me. Yeah.
If you
I'm
want,
just
I can
wondering.
show you my face too in the camera, I guess.
What? Are you sure? That's okay.
No, I mean like
sure
the Discord thingy. Now I'm showing the stream, right? I can just change back to like the
I think it's okay. I will show your stream on my side. How about that?
Alrighty then.
Yeah, I'll show your stream on my part. So it looks like
Don't mind too much on the scuffiness we have right now. This is more or less the
Oh,
first time we're trying to
no.
do this kind of stuff.
God damn. It's gonna be really scuff for sure.
Actually,
How do I crop this? Wait,
crop what?
cropping my Discord right now.
If it's OBS is alternate, and then drag the border.
Okay, I got it. Perfect. Now this looks like a screen playing on the TV. That is perfect. I'm so proud of this. Sorry, this is perfect. Okay, good. Okay, let me explain what we're doing today. So I'll be interviewed by Kiri in his podcast, VoidCast. As a guest, and we'll be talking about the comic that he did. Yeah. And we'll be yapping about other stuff as well.
Oh, speaking
Or
about
you
other
have
stuff, I have
questions you want
so
to
many
ask
topics.
Kiri. Or you want to ask Kiri something, or you want to ask me anything. Like, I think this is a good time. Pretty good time to know more about me or Kiri.
Yeah. Well, I can personally ask you a few things first. So,
Okay.
how do you actually start your like VTuber like adventures?
Damn, how do I even start? Just a very random like.
Oh,
It's
you'd
so
be like,
random.
you'd be like just sitting in a cafe with your friend and be like, you know what? I'm going to be a
No,
VTuber.
no, during the time it's pandemic, so everyone is home, right? So I'm just bored and I ask my friend like, what are you guys doing? I'm like, it's been a while I talked to them, so I'm like, what are you guys out to nowadays? And they're like, oh, we're streaming. I'm like, what is streaming? They're like, oh, on Twitch. I'm like, what is Twitch?
Mm.
'Cause I never ever heard of Twitch. So I'm like, okay, let me search it out. What the hell is Twitch? I'm like, oh, it's a platform? Okay. What do you guys do there? Like, oh, you just play games and you can earn money, something like that. I'm like, okay, should I try to do it? And I'm just thinking, like,
For a male VTuber, the word earning in streaming is really really rare. Unless I go full ASMR like content creator, it's going to be difficult.
Not that kind.
Well, technically,
Not that kind.
my friend did tell me actually I do have that voice.
Uh-huh.
So, like generally in my high pitched voice, like you guys can't really hear it, but you know what? Generally,
Yeah,
when I sound,
you know what it is.
well, I can actually like lower my tone, my English tone. Technically, this is normally how I speak when I speak English, but I want to become an anime man, so having a deep tone while a like an anime face is really you know. So I just like end up like just like swap my voice into my Mandarin voice. Oh, speaking about voicing stuff, do you sound different when you speak different language?
Oh, not really. I think the tone, yeah, it sounds very different. There is a difference. Yeah, like by speaking Mandarin, it's more softer than how I speak English. Things like that. Yeah. So there is a difference.
For me, it's like when I speak like Mandarin, I sounds much more like sharper right now, and a little bit on the higher like higher pitch. But when I actually speak Cantonese or like English, my voice becomes slightly more deeper because of it. I have no idea how that happened. But thankfully, I can bring back like my Mandarin sort of like speaking pitch back into the English, so I still can sound a little bit on the higher pitch side, while I'm like, you know, I don't have to like do. Here's the thing, like when people think like I deepen my voice, that is not deepening my voice. This is, look, try to hear this. I'm trying to like just sounds very normal. I think it's just like normally just how I pronounce my word. It just sound like this. But if I really want to like go deeper in my voice, I have to like play as Darth Vader for sometimes. I don't know why. I have to like, Luke, I am your father. This is actually my deep voice. Yes, if I really want to go for a very deep voice, this is how I normally sounds like. If I go deep.
you sound like the meme, like, brother, may I have oats?
Brother, may I have oats? Like I say again, this is actually when I actually want to sound deep. So this particular voice here I'm using is not even that deep. This is like something I can just speak all day without any issues. Yeah.
I see. Man, I just noticed like how the background of your the logo would just like.
Oh, technically I should put your logo too. I forgot. Man, do you have logo? Just like send it to like the thingy. I can just like download it.
Where thingy where the VoidCast channel?
Yep.
I do.
And to temporarily cursor down so I can like put the logo into behind the scene.
The chat said like oh god. Let me. I'm scared now.
What? Why?
The chat said like doing brand road content earns a lot free money. I think this is something new nowadays. Not really.
Well, for me, I studied 3D animations. They told me like the best way to earn money right now is to make Roblox model.
True. I mean, yeah, you do the. Yeah. Exactly. It's a way.
Okay. All I have to do is just swap the name of the guest. Primer is
Just
still there.
copy popular games. I mean, there's too many. When they just keep on replicating too much, it gets boring because every time you see the same thing, right? Yeah. Who's the fella? This is Kirei. I'm just being interviewed by Kirei, so yep, here he goes. He gets to stand at my counter. I get to sit on my sofa.
For me, we on my side, we are equally sitting in the same place. You literally are inside the phone at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Aside from that, I do have like one thing a little bit curious about is like what you normally stream as a streamer.
What are you? Oh my god. I've become more how I say variety. I don't really stick to one game or one content anymore. I just gotta go like, oh, I feel like I want to do this today, and I'll just do it.
Same.
back then I'm like, oh, the only thing that could run on that very potato laptop is just Roblox, and it's a good timing back then. That category was popular, so I did gather some audience there, but it's they are very loyal to the game. That's all I can say. Once you change your content, they're not gonna follow anymore. It'd be like that.
Yeah, it comes to a lot of gacha game too. I do believe it's like the moment you decide to play another gacha game, like if you're a person who managed to reach like 1K viewer, and then like the moment you change the gacha game, you'd be like, oh shit, the 1K just turned to 0.
Oh no, just gone. You don't get any attention anymore. It always happened that way. Yeah, it is hard sometimes, especially when you want to change content. You want something new, but it is hard because once you change, that group of audience won't really follow you, and that's why you see sometimes after they jump to a new content, they will go back eventually because like they need the money.
Yeah, they
need the good algorithm.
That's like this contentious side is like sometimes I do believe like how should I word this out? Is like we should make our audience watch us just because of us, not because like that specific game we play, you know. Like it's fine to like play a game with like lots of fandoms, but also in the same time is you do have to expect like that when you play a certain game, there's a lot of people watching it. It will be like that group of people only, and then when you change to another game, you just hope maybe there's one or two tag along because they like your content, not like you playing that particular game.
Exactly.
So it's actually fine playing any game you want, but also like don't get too like you know, like beat up on it, like when people just decided to like, you know what, you're not playing that anymore, I'm not going to watch you, those kind of things. It's like same with like a lot of people who play a lot of Minecraft when they want to like pan around like different like different content. Things just like gone afterward. Ooh, I have a audience asking, what is that little bobo on top of your head?
The little bobo? My cat. It's supposed to be a guardian, but something happened that it kind of shrank to this cat, this bushy size.
Have you watered it?
No.
Have you changed the battery?
Power due to a tragic event that made it very tiny right now. Yeah.
Have you tried to change your battery like CJ7?
Oh my god, imagine. As long as it doesn't shrink to that poor doll looking thing. I mean, I'm not complaining though. Like, it's easier to take care of it in the size. If it's like the size of an actual dragon, oh my god. The shelter, the food, even the space for it to run free. Yeah, I mean it's hard.
Yeah, the food cost is a
Yeah,
lot.
this is just a cute little cat named Fufu. I know you guys gonna be like, Fufu, wait, is it like a freaking doll thing called Fufu? No, okay? They're both white, but one is edible, one is not edible. So no.
I'm also trying to make a mascot too. Technically, I already have, but my mascot is actual human, so.
I mean, you have so many versions of you. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, but for me, it's like my character work in like a studio that films anime because it's in the 2D world. They already have a mascot character there. It's basically like a chibi that running around.
I see.
And
Interesting.
I also trying to make like a fandom mascot. It's a separate one.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know a mascot is a mascot. Like a fandom mascot is a separate thing. It's like your Patunian thing is also like a separate like mascot.
That one is more towards like the community.
Yeah, the chat
The
side.
chatters, they have like something that represents them.
That's what we call the fandom mascot.
Fandom.
Yeah.
Fandom mascot.
This is why like you can see like how should I say, like easiest way, just say like do you know Fauna?
Fauna, yeah, Fauna have the
Fauna have like
too.
the mascot for like the deer thing, and then but mostly people would just imagine and remember sort of like the first thing that kind of like have reaction is the sapling, but the sapling is the fandom side of mascot. The deer one is actually her actual mascot,
Oh,
but rarely
it.
come out at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, again, someone
Yeah.
from TikTok recognize you again.
Oh my god, hello. Hi guys, I'm so sorry that I'm not that active on TikTok, but I am planning to collab with somebody huge on TikTok. We're trying to find a time.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, and also low-key plug-in for you. Tomorrow is a big day for you, right?
I'm so nervous. I don't think I'll be able to sleep tonight.
Someone go to her house and knock her out.
I'm going to have my house filled with people again after a year. In months, there's just me, myself, and I, and Fufu, and finally I can have some guests around. Yeah, it's my anniversary, so I've been here for quite some time now, and I'll keep going. I don't know until when, but I'll keep going. And probably in another universe, like, or another dimension, I can, like, Kira can see me as somebody else. I don't know.
Well, for me, it's like I've been streaming for like 9 years. It's
But,
like
big senpai.
if you don't like streaming, you can't really stream that long, to be honest.
Dedication is one thing.
Yeah. And I've been trying to like bring back like a lot of things about like how I got famous or like the personality I had like from the past, because like I actually restrain myself a lot for the past few years when I do like streaming content. I think I've been like stream for a little bit too long. It kind of like, you know, like the way I interact with the stream become like very dead, because like in Twitch is basically have 0 people. I literally have 0 people in Twitch. The funny thing is I get people interact on YouTube and TikTok more than like on Twitch for my long stream for 6 years being in Twitch.
Damn, big senpai.
Yeah.
Man started way earlier than me. Oh my god. Yeah. It was crazy though. How can you like? I don't know. The only thing I know about Facebook live streaming is more like a marketplace where people would sell products. So I don't really.
Well, it sort of
take a look into
changed.
it.
Yeah, into that point.
Yeah.
But back then, when I was like 9 years ago, I streamed in like Facebook is actually much more easier. It's because it's still very new thing around that time. So like Facebook have no idea what stream is or like how to utilize stream to do anything at all. Nowadays, it's just like a marketplace.
Unless you're selling items, unless you're selling certain products, then Facebook Live would be great. Yeah, but entertainment-wise, not really.
Yeah, now it changed to that.
Yeah, TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube have better audience. I mean, the possibility of your stuff getting pushed to people and be seen is higher that way, like on those platforms. But Facebook, not really. Not really. I would say Facebook is more like business-wise. We want to promote something about business or like events. Yeah, it is good. But entertainment-wise, that really depends.
I do get like a tip that I should actually, instead of like streaming vertically on YouTube, I should just do it in Instagram. Like how Instagram works anyway? I don't even know. Like you can't even put link into like anything at all.
The only way to put link, you can't put link on a post, but you can put link when you share it as a story. Yeah, that's how I do it. Because if you paste it into the post, it wouldn't.
Story would just fade away, right?
Story will fade away. That's. I'm like, nah, I don't think there is a very good way. But if you want to do like quick announcement, I think it's okay for Instagram story. Unless, or you just make a reels about it. Yeah, people look at reels on Instagram mostly. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how people like do like social media stuff in Instagram. All since it's just like picture and sort of video showing place only. Like there are people who literally only stream in Instagram and then be very successful, and I do not know how they earn money from it at all.
Same as TikTok, right? It's a lot to figure out, right? It's a lot to figure out.
But yeah, wait, same with TikTok. They also have like that gift thingy.
Yeah, they do. So you gotta give like roses and stuff. Yeah, it costs you like few cents, I think. Yeah. Things like that.
Oh, I got 4. Speaking about roses, I got like 4 roses like from my second like TikTok stream.
Hey, 4 roses.
I have no idea what those thing is.
Basically money, but very low. Very little amount. Unless they're giving you like a lot.
Oh, you guys hear that? Try to compete and then toss a bunch of things at me. Let me learn a little bit.
They throw it at me. I don't mind being thrown at.
Yeah, I don't mind being tossed money at me.
Toss money at me.
Like, here's the thing, like...
How much is 1 TikTok coin?
Let
the chat answer. The chat answer. But remember, it's like few cents, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, for me, my knowledge about those kind of things is like not a lot.
I see. 0.013 US dollar.
Well, it's still USD. We can scale it.
Yeah, but like damn.
Yeah, speaking about scaling it, I'm still doing lots of math about like how to do like art commission properly. Lots of people keep saying like I undercharge them so much to the point it's criminal. Like and it's the people who order art commission from me. It's not even like, you know, random friends just say like you charge them too low. It's like people who order art commission from me say like you charge me too low.
They think that the value worth higher, but that is very dependent. Sometimes, you know, that depends. But
yeah, they say my artwork is generally the way I do my artwork and the uniqueness of it should be around 60 USD per art.
Yeah, normally.
And I charge them so like 25.
That's the thing. I'm like, but you know, like even though we charge you low, but it is still pretty decent amount of money though. Like, yeah, like 1 commission, I can have good food already. like a full course meal.
Well, the only thing they argue with me, like how often I actually get people ordering from me in the first place. I say like, maybe 2-3 a month, sometimes none. I say then charge 60. You know what to do.
You like that, right? Commission. Sometimes I get like, oh, pretty decent this month. Sometimes there's like 0 this month. You know, it's just
It's a very unstable thing. I may actually need to have a job in the future. 30 years old,
you
unemployed.
treat this as like a unstable side income. I think it's alright. But if you really want to treat it as a main, it is hard unless you're a very popular established artist. Then yeah, one work is enough for like 2 months, 3 months worth of salary. Then you're good, right? You're good to go. Like if not, then I don't think I would suggest you to do it as like full-time artist.
Yeah, for me, it's like I do have like some disability issues, so I end up cannot like work. So this is my best way to kind of like earn money. But I might have to like find more way to kind of push myself out there. Oh, this is why like one of the things like I've been actually doing a lot of comic, but not just like for pushing myself out there. Now finally we can go to the main topic. Because I've been remind a lot of myself back in the days when I start to do VoidChat. Do you know what VoidChat is?
What is that?
Do you know Omegle?
Yeah.
That VoidChat is practically Omegle but for VTubers.
Yeah, I did.
You can try to search about it. I think
the purple one, the smile.
Yeah.
That's the logo. Oh, I use that once, twice. Yeah, I use it twice.
Yeah, that thing is a clip factory. So if you want to like have a lot of clip, and then you have like people who make clip for you, yeah, you can literally have that thing like just like a week once stream, and then just like have a lot of people chat with. For me, I literally was like running VoidChat while drawing, so I end up getting a lot more like commissions because they saw me drawing. They'd be like, "Hey, you do drawing," and then let me commission you.
Oh wow, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, a lot of people in VoidChat is like super duper friendly. You might meet maybe like just one weird people sometimes. But still, if you actually just compare it to Omegle, it's like generally almost everyone in Omegle is just normal people. So when they meet either like celebrity or like any like people like they recognize, they go a little bit you know.
They go crazy, kaboom.
Yeah, and also like some people like in like since they don't do streaming and stuff or like do those kind of things, they don't know sometimes like they are like stuff you can't do and then they just like did it.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It happens.
So VoidChat is actually quite a decent place because almost everyone is almost everyone, I can say 99% of people are streamer there. So end up everyone actually know the basic code of conduct, how to like communicate with people properly.
Yep. No, I think my first time experience is okay, but I had this very awkward conversation with that one specific person. It's like I want to skip, but I don't want to be rude, but I don't know how to continue the conversation. So I just listen to them talk.
No. Let me teach you one good method. You say you want to give them you say you want to give them the flashbang item, but you just flashbang them.
So I just go straight ahead and skip.
Yeah, a flashbang actually is a skip button.
Nah.
But you also flashbang them in the same time. That's the thing about the flashbang. I'm not teaching you how to do bad stuff, but essentially that is one way to skip people.
Kira is teaching me bad stuff, real.
But yeah, generally I can't even flashbang people. I have that thing turned off. But generally I just let the conversation flow. I literally have zero negative experience like doing VoidChat at all. I don't know, it's just because how I normally chat with people, or like, you know, a lot of people did say like I'm super friendly.
Good for you.
Even there are people who literally are like flashbanging people like left and right, or just like being a prick in VoidCast chat, and then the moment they chat with me, they will always be like, you know what? I like you. I'm not going to flashbang you.
No, imagine getting flashbang.
Yeah, I can't get those things. It's because like they have a setting that you can be like, I have ear issues. I cannot. You can turn off the flashbang that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because flashbang have like a loud ringing into it, so like it's best not to have it if you have like issues like me.
I see. Yeah, I should probably use that next time. I mean, of course, in case of anything, I maybe will use it.
Yeah, it's there for reasons. if
Yeah,
people are being like, so
definitely.
far I can say everyone will use it on the people they basically are, and you know, like the person that conversation is like being a prick. You'll be like, you know what, flashback, Bing!
The eyes, and then they're gone.
Yeah. I try to like invite more people to like go to VoidCast at some certain hours, because like that's the thing, like VoidCast only activate in
my.
Malaysia's. They only active like on morning
The
time.
very morning times. I'm like, I would just stay up just so that I can talk to people there.
Yeah, I sometimes I
same
want to
time as
like
sleepy.
create a special event. It's like invasions. It's like everyone go like invade like VoidCast like around like 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. in our time, or 10 p.m.
Uh-huh.
and then everyone just like start doing VoidCast around like our time instead of like that time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like there are times that I'm so sleepy.
Yeah, personally,
Yeah,
they
I
also
could
want to
chat
do
with
something like
people
that too.
there.
So yeah, if I actually decide want to help those kind of things, they say like they might actually select me as the ambassador of Malaysia.
Why imagine if you become ambassador? I don't know. But I always have this thought like, oh, I want to try to reach out to people outside from VTubing and maybe try to get a chance where I can be like an ambassador or something. But it's hard. Especially to people that have no concept of what we're doing. It's a bit hard to explain to them and for them to understand if they're not even interested in this.
Oh, speaking about that, I actually have a chat with like not long ago, just a few weeks ago. I chat with a guy who have almost zero experience or understanding how a VTuber exists. So
Oh, that.
he's curious like how we become a VTubers, and then I told him like, yeah, you have to get like your design done, the concept, and then got like after the character sheet is out, you have to create a VTuber art. After VTuber art, you either like, if the artist also is a rigger, you can let them rig it, or you need to find a separate person to rig it. After doing all those kind of things, you have to prepare some of things. If you want to go fancy, you might have a comic, maybe just like 10-page or like 5-page. Some people depends. Or you can have a music video, or you can have like an anime opening, or you can literally have like you know, like a story lore kind of like lore video, those kind of stuff. But by the time like everything, if I just exclude out the fancy stuff, I just talk about like the comic and stuff, and have like someone written like lore about like your stream and things. It would be about 2,000 to 3,000 like USD.
Yeah. So
yeah,
you
because
gotta have like at least solid like 10. Okay, I would say 10 to 30K.
Yeah, some people actually like think about like, hey, I have like one with like I just got like one like model just from like 200. Yeah, your 200 model don't have any like like commercial license and stuff, and it's those copy and paste model, sadly.
You don't own the rights.
Yeah. And also basic model is like they only have like those kind of basic face. They just swap the hairs and like eyeball, those kind of stuff. So they just like mass produce model. So it's cheap for that reason, and it's actually quite a good starting point if they just want to try out become a VTubers.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's like that thing, like a lot of people actually don't like the Suica model. Do you know what that is?
I know, I heard of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's because like so many VTuber right now is like with like Suica face. For me, it's like I'm fine with it because like this is like baby step for people. A lot of people going to use Suica model, maybe like do a little bit customization of what they like. And in the future, if they think like, you know what, I really like this concept of mine, like, and then they start to actually hire like a, you know, artist to draw her model like properly, this and that, yeah, that stuff. So like, the uniqueness sometimes like because you use something that is like massively used by lots of people, it's kind of fine. It's like very versatile too, Suica
I
model.
mean, of course they need the time to like stable themselves, testing out the water to see if
Yeah.
it, like really streaming or not. Can they cope with it? And if I mean, it's better than throwing like a bunch of money in and just quit after like a few months or a year.
Yeah, especially when you have like a certain level of like sentimental of like your characters, and then you can have like a one like actually properly made. You know, it's not like just like just a normal like those kind of like versatile model, and then you can have like an actual like model with like different fashions that you want to do it, this and that, yeah, that stuff. But his thing, like go back to a little bit like original point. So I told that to my friends, and originally he say like I told him like 2 to 3K like USD, be like that expensive, and then say yes, it's around that expensive.
Yeah.
And then I say that is the lower end of the like lower budgets one, and then he say that is lower budget. Yeah, the more expensive budget would be about like 10K ish or 20K like USD. Like 20K.
20K. I mean, if you want a very high quality, very super decent art styles from popular artists and super duper smooth rigging from also a popular rigger, of course, gonna cost you a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because of the workload's gonna take 3 to 6 months, even longer, depending on the complexity of it. It's yeah. I mean, it will worth the money once you see the end product.
And you know, his first impression to me, first impression about like what I said is like, are you guys like, you know, like those kind of like like those furry that buy like expensive fursuit at this point?
God.
And I'd be like, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But, like,
we pay a lot of money to turn ourselves into anime, so
we are wearing a costume, but just digital, like virtually on the screen.
But don't link us too much into the alternate furry, okay? We kind of like stand the same route, but we aren't doing the same thing, okay?
Yeah.
And then
there is a similarities.
And then you look into the 18 plus like VTubers. Oh no, we are furry.
I'm not looking at that.
We are somewhat, in some sense, maybe close to being a furry, but digital anime.
Well, I mean, technically true though. When you think about like, there's VTubers with ears, tails. You know, some of them are fox, cat, dragon. You know, the animal species type of VTuber. So technically they are furry. No.
And then Big Booba.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a rock. I decided to choose something that's not popular. Okay, just become a crystal.
You know what? It's actually funny. Remember like that rock version of you I made?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can you if you want to make fun of it, you can put like 2 rock like on your chest like that that thing.
Oh my gosh, look! I have plastic surgery. No, rock surgery. Now I have something I'll never have.
That would be funny, actually.
Just make out of rocks. You guys want to see spicy? I'll give you what's spicy, and I'm never serious. I'll just do something funny instead. Yeah. But yeah, I can see the Call Me You Did for me is so mean. It's heavily mean, right? And then my community, they like it very much. They say this is so good. You know, it's so good. It's perfect.
Well, my model is like borderline just anime, like full-fledged anime. Like,
damn.
So far you can see like a lot of like actually male VTuber, like the design compared to mine is basically you see like I'm literally in different spectrum.
You look like you're from Kingdom Hearts. That's all.
Yeah, and then like most of them, like other people, like they look a little bit, how should I say, male VTuber design, they kind of like only stuck in like that one form, like very refined, like handsome
refined,
man form.
Masculine abs, man, abs. Show you the abs. That's it.
Yeah, and also like that graphic and stuff, like they don't have almost, there's no other people, no like alternative graphic for like male VTubers. It's almost just always like very nice looking one.
So what do you mean? So you want like a male VTuber that actually looks not so handsome, but like more to like a normal looking guy?
Nah, just like look a little bit like mine, you know, like a more anime like instead of like
another art
you know
style, different hairstyle, stuff like that.
Yeah,
what the team in general.
Why is like every VTuber have to look like a hunk?
I mean,
I know girls likes it, but you know, I just want to be an anime guy, you know.
I just want to be anime. Why don't you? Okay, we're not gonna be biased. Like, you already talk about the male side. What about just talk about the female side?
A female side.
Female VTuber.
Female VTuber have many variety. Like, look at Chippy Doki.
But look at the I would say art style wise is more Japanese art style because that's where it origin from. There is unique art style like VTuber, but the minority. So the majority is still more towards the Japanese art style. Of course, some of them do have the model like in the more westernized art style. Yeah, but you know, minority. So yeah. What? Do you know even though female VTuber have like varieties, but there is some specific species are overpopulated.
And those kind of things, like I wouldn't really say like it's standard. It's more like there's actually like way too much like female VTubers. That's the thing. So end up like having a lot of people have like crossover, like similarity, this and that, yeah, that stuff. And here's the thing, like we grew up from anime, so we end up kind of like model like the first few generation of like a VTuber, and definitely there are still some VTuber right now. They are modeled after an anime they really like. But since VTuber been in this like space for quite a long while, there's definitely people like grew up from those VTuber instead of anime. So they kind of like have a little bit of like their element instead of like you know, model after like an anime character. They become like model after VTubers. Those kind of things.
I see.
And also like here's the thing, like might be a complex opinion for a lot of people. Male VTubers and female VTubers have a clear difference when it comes to content and also popularities. Is because here's the thing, do you know a thing called like a male VTuber debuff?
What is that? What debuff?
Basically, generally, people click into female VTuber rather than male VTubers when they want to watch one. And it's not like even that person like
why.
It's not even like the person hate dude or like hate any like male VTuber exists, but it's just gravitate like imagine like there's like five like this one game there's like 5 VTuber there. There's like 4 of them is dude male VTubers, and then like 1 of them is female VTuber. People will click the female VTuber first. And then if that female VTuber is boring, they might click out and then click to the dude one. So it's always like they get the first choice. when it comes to female
And
VTubers.
technically, they always say lady first.
Yeah, and that's actually a proper like psychology talk about that particular thing. Is because like, do you know like when it comes to like sports, video, all those kind of things, like if you think basketball, immediate first image is a dude playing basketball, right? And football, and also you will immediately see a dude kicking a ball. You won't really go ahead and go out of the way imagine a female kicking a ball.
It's just.
So VTuber is stuck in that
Stereotype.
situations. When people think about VTuber, the first impression they have is female. When it comes to gender and stuff. So yeah, that's why like a male VTuber debuff is a thing.
Yeah, let's just say it is an issue where male VTuber have debuff because of this. But there's also situation where male VTubers which is like, you know what? I'm going to have a female model so people will watch me.
Like those kind of too. Like technically, here's the
It
thing.
would be easier, quote unquote easier.
That is actually like when dude using a female model, there is actually 4 different camp of them. There's like people from VR chat because they already been using female avatar because the way people use VR chat is like they treat it like a game. We all play MMORPG. Like I can tell this one thing: all dude use female characters. So we kind of got used to playing game using female characters. So people who come from VR chat and to transition themselves to VTubers, they still tend to use female model because they just like female model, So the way they view stuff is a little bit different. There are people from that particular camp. And then there's like the second group of people from like the way like you say it. If I use a female model, a lot more people click into me. Like that kind of things. So that is the second camp. And then there's the third camp, people who actually like, the LGBT people like want to be a female. So they use a female model. And then the fourth camp is actually, they just use a female model for shits and giggle.
Oh, yeah, but I don't know. But for me, sometimes like can't tell are they actual male or female, and it gets scary when it comes to interaction with them. You thought they're female, but they're actually a guy. Just because their model is a female doesn't mean they are a female themselves. And it's scary.
Well, like I say, like different people have different like thought process like on viewing like VTubing, because like I say again, it's a literal virtual avatar for them. Like people who play games, they see it differently. People who like start as a VTuber, they see it differently. People like from like the LGBT community, like they see it differently. Like everyone have their own a little bit like point of view, And the shits and giggle one, I can list one very popular example. Do you know the porcelain maid?
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, basically his entire lore and story is like he basically is a ghost supposed to go into dude bodies, but he went to the wrong one.
I did it
by accident. And he actually fucking hated.
Yeah, it's just a giggle.
Yeah, just the entire storyline is that.
I see.
So yeah, that is the fourth type. It's actually really rare. The story actually woven into why they're using a female model in the first place. And then there's actually a newer type of like utilizing a female model. Technically, it's also kind of a clicky bait, but still, I think it's a way better use. Think about like how you are using it right now, having your sorry, I kind of forgot his name, Fufu.
Yeah, my Fufu.
Yeah, you Fufu on the top of the head. So they click into a female model, they notice only Fufu is talking, not the female model is talking. So they switch it into a way it's like the mascot is the actual VTuber, not the female VTubers.
The mascot. They kind of switch roles.
Switch role. they kind of do that kind of like things.
I mean, that's fun. You know, that's fun.
For me, it's actually much more creative. It's like, at least you're not using female to talk, female model to talk.
Yeah, you're just mascot. Exactly.
So yeah, that's the thing. And then I've been having like this idea. I'm trying to become a VTuber model makers. I want to create something like a Suica model kind of things, but I want to create a walking, talking sentience weapon. It's like a floating, talking sword. It's like the sword is just flying around, you know?
Damn, that sounds scary though.
It's just like a sword with the eyes. It's like a cursed weapon. And yeah, you can swap like the handle, like the hilt, the blade, and then the eye decorations, like all those kind of things. Like you essentially it's like a unisex model. You know, being like a talking, walking, like cursed weapon is like, okay, if anyone like have like that model blade, want like a special upgrade, they can find me, and then I'll do like a dedicated weapon design for them. And then when they want the ultimate upgrade, I can give them a human puppet, you know, a human puppet that hold the sword. When they move, the human doesn't move. Actually, the sword is like waving around while the puppet is like holding the sword, you know. It's like the sword took over them, like something like that.
You just become a puppet.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And we've been yapping a lot.
Yeah, we yapped it like crazy today.
Yeah, technically, like,
yapped so much.
Yeah, this is like welcome to my stream too. I yapped way too much. If you have anything you want to ask me to, you can also ask me. I can like answer you guys anything. I am super wiki.
Just basically two yapper yapping.
And here's the thing, like in a way, like, do you know like the word max hagging or like max something something?
What is that? I think I heard of it, but I forgot what's the meaning of it.
It's like you do some particular stuff. It's all like min-maxing the particular skill. Like max hagging is like basically go for like full MILF kind of like style. Like older people stuff. Or some people like max something something is like for fun. For me, I'm max Asianing in some sense. Because I'm the kind of guy that know a little bit too much. I study like from my form 4 to 5, I study like accounting IT. So I know like computer stuff, I know like accounting stuff and business stuff. But when I went to like diploma, I went to a engineering school. So I study mechatronic engineering. I know the electronic side of engineering and mechanical side of engineering. And also like the robotic side of engineering.
Yeah, so you know like...
And then afterward...
It's all engineering in a different way.
Yeah, so it's like an admin of engineering. I basically study everything. And I, later on degree, I went halfway through engineering and then I jump ship to 3D animations. So I know way too many things. And then I spent half of my life actually watching like those kind of like fact videos. And also like when I was a kid, I spent almost my entire childhood just watching like National Geographic Channel, Discovery Channel, all those kind of things. So now I'm more or less like a walking Wikipedia. It's not a very super highly detailed, but I can answer almost everything.
But that means that you, okay, let's just say you have like 50% of knowledge in all of this stuff.
Yep. I almost like know everything, but not
50,
expert at
50.
everything. Yeah.
We just talk about anything. There's no fixed topic. What do we talk about? We talk about the males and female VTubers. We talk about how we start doing VTubing. Basically, we talk about anything right now.
We are literally walking off something called a tangent. When anyone talk to me, they have to expect like, originally we are going to talk about comic, but right now we are talking about something else.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, speaking about comic, let's talk a bit.
On track now?
Yeah, if you want to going back on track, I can like show the comic on my stream. Hold on a little bit.
Yeah, do it. time.
Oops. Hold on. Press the wrong thing. I need to move this a little bit because it's blocking you. Okay. Let it run normally while we can talk about the comic and thing. So, have you read any of my comic at the moment? Aside from yours.
I think I read Axel one a little bit. Yeah. I haven't read others, but I've seen like your work in progress and stuff, and it's so funny.
Yeah, it's basically his thing. Like when it comes to why I suddenly want to draw comic, is like again like because of VChat, I reminded a lot of like the fun self I have back in the time. That guy kind of sort of like died for a while, and then doing a lot of VChat kind of revived that guy. And then I'd be like, you know what? I need to bring back some things that I really loved. When I was like standard 4 to like 6, I kind of like draw a shit tons of like Stickman comic. So yeah, try to think about like you bring homework to your school. Those are kind of latihan book to your school. For me, all my book consists of Stickman comic.
Stickman comic?
Yeah, it's only comic book in there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. I have so much of them, like 30-ish book I always bring to school. I keep drawing them non-stop.
How many episodes do you even draw?
Back then, when I was still like in standard 6, I already have around like I did some counting around back then. I have like 200-ish of those books.
200. Oh my god.
So yeah, most of my comic have like a certain type of humors I really want to like bring back, because I don't see like those kind of things a lot. If you already can read that like on the comic side, it's like my humor is actually really random. It's like on the way, it's somehow like they can sort of like just spontaneously happen, like all those kind of things. If I think that haha is funny, and then I will just make it happen, you know.
I see. Interesting. I don't know, I used to draw a little bit of comic, but then I stopped. And I was so proud of it. Like, oh my god, this is the best like comic I've ever drew. But then I think I lost everything. It's gone.
I'm still really proud of my comic book. Even that 60 comic book that got tear apart by the teachers.
What? I knew it. The teachers always be like, what are you doing in my class? You're not listening.
And then
you're not listening to my class. And then just proceeded to tear off the whole thing and throw it into the trash bin and be like,
yeah, and then I just take out a second book. The thing is, like, it happened to me.
I'm gonna see your parents. I don't care.
She did that to me, and then I just take out a second book, and then she tear it apart again and toss it in the trash, and then I take out the third book, and then she tear it again, and then took out the fourth book.
So you just made the teacher tear it twice, cause
more than twice actually. She spent her entire time in the class just tear apart my entire stock of like comic book I bought.
How many do you have? I think that.
I say again.
Like, how many?
I don't have textbook in my. I almost just have textbooks in my bag, but the rest of the space is just put like latihan book with like a bunch of like Stickman comic in it that I draw. So she ended up like just like take out all your book, and then she spot checked my entire bag, and she found like this like
to find out like all of these
60 stack of book, and then she'd be like just confiscate everything and just like tear. That she actually is so rivet. She basically after confiscated, she tear it in front of the class for the entirety of the class, for the entire of her class time. So basically, she just spent like an hour just like tear apart like all the Stickman books.
What a way to waste everyone's time just watching, tearing off like comic books and stuff.
Yeah, my whole inventory just gone for that day, and then like tomorrow I just bought like 30 more books and then keep doing it.
So she gave up on trying to like check your bags and tear off all the books.
Nah, someone complained her. So she didn't do that. She gave up on like, you know,
Someone
doing
complained her,
anything.
Lamau.
Yeah, basically while she doing it, like tearing the book, she actually apparently say something like really, really horrible to me. But I was like too dumb to actually like recognize it. So like the kid beside me like got scared, told their parent, and then their parent actually complained.
She's sad. Do you still remember?
I have no idea. I was a very dumb kid back then. It's like, you know, like those kind of kid don't really have like any like awareness.
Yeah.
Like sometimes some people like when they
I
reach
know.
like 5 years old, they suddenly like recognize that the word is a thing, and then those kind of stuff.
And you're like,
For me, it's like I need
"Okay."
to reach like standard 6 in like around the time of UPSR. Then my brain actually like actually activated.
Mm-mm. No, that's the time where you just log in. You know, you log in slower than anyone else.
Yeah, I'm basically it's a very like those kind of like slow kids. So like I basically behave like a very like reactive person around that time. So when I actually like get my brain unlocked around that time, I'd be like, oh, it was like
Oh,
I'm trying to
this is
study
how
for
everything looks
UPSR.
like.
Yeah,
I was like,
I'm starting to aware my
man, what
surroundings.
a time! What a time to lock in just to face the exam.
Yeah. And it was like halfway I'm trying to like study for books because like you know if you're Malay it's like you fail everything.
I know. I was so bad. Oh my god, during my time,
I still feel like that thing is stupid.
struggled
It's just
so
like
much.
we don't
struggled
use
so
Malay
much.
that much in like
I
societies.
struggle. I don't know how I passed. I feel like that's just a blessing for me that I passed
Yeah,
the whole exam. Right? It's a miracle.
for me I went to remove class or like pelalihan just for like
Oh,
getting
I'm
D in Malay.
student.
At least I still accomplish my goal, not get a kick out from study.
Exactly.
I do honest like in my personal opinion, I do honestly say the school system for that particular bit is very stupid. It's like right now in society, when I came out from my Form 5, I haven't actually legitly used Malay for I'm 30 years old now, so it's like how much? 12 years? Like I didn't use Malay for like a solid 12 years at this point.
12 years.
So yeah, I literally have no chance to use Malay unless I do some government stuff.
Environmental issue.
So yeah, it's like it's really really rare for me to use Malay at all. So I do think like sometimes like they are so focusing on the language that if you fail like PMR or like UPSR, you basically fuck up your entire life. I have friends like actually fail BM in like PMR, but they are actually very smart people. They got A on every subject except BM.
Just not for the language, I guess.
Yeah, and then they have to give up school because of that.
Man, what a way.
So back then I do think like it's a pretty stupid system, and PMR does disappeared. So I don't know like how well it is, but PMR is not a thing anymore. At least people like still can like keep study. Doesn't have that kind of harsh punishment from like failing BM.
Yeah, I remember back then I suffered so much from that specific part. It's like I'm scared. I don't want to get through the balihan. I don't want to go for that extra like to spend extra 1 year. So I just pray that I can pass and I don't have to like waste that 1 year, which I did. I don't even know how I got it, but I remember that the exam wasn't that hard compared to the trial. The trial was hard, and somehow when it comes on the actual, it's actually easier than the trial. It's crazy.
They actually dumb down the requirement because like there's too many kids. Like I say again, that there are people who get like full A except BM, and then they lost their entire like study privilege just because they failed BM. So they kind of
But
like
the thing
keep
is that they
lowering
emphasize it
down.
But they emphasize it. Oh, it's very important. But at
And
the same
then
time, they have to lower
they keep lowering the standard just
standard.
for the people
It's
who
getting
actually
even lower
study.
nowadays. You know,
Hmm.
it's even lower. I'm like, what do you mean?
But yeah, oh yeah, comic. Comic. Yes, this is me. Welcome to the Kiribako Show, where I will go off tangents that I have no idea where I'm going. But yeah, let's keep talking about this. So I decided to draw like a lot of like comic like featuring VTubers. For me, first goal for me is obviously just to draw comic. I just like draw comic, you know. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to use like my usual way of how I do my comic, like humor and stuff, and then but I want to use VTubers as the material. So I've been like asking a lot of people like this is like a first phase of the comic. It's like the 3 VTuber I've been chosen is the people that I've interact for quite a while. Obviously, I'm chatting with them right now. So I was like, yeah, I know them enough that I can like put them into the comic, you know, like have a little bit like funny humors about like either their stream or their characters, their personalities. Sort of like highlight those things while doing the comic that I wanted.
Yeah.
So basically, those are like the way I'm trying to like do it properly, and
how's the overall like experience so far? Like, how's the result? Do you think it's good? It's better? Is it better that you draw like VTuber and like comic style? Does the feedback good? Is the feedback good? Like, how's like
so far? No people have a single word talk about it. I can talk about like I can actively go and ask people like I go ask Axel like how good is the comic? So people say good, and then I ask you, you say good. Just that like that's basically have zero feedback. I don't really have like the I should say like overall my comic have zero interactions. You know, it's like there's no people like from like out of like nowhere come in and say like, yeah, I like your comic, like those kind of things that much, unless I shove it into people's face and then go and ask them. If I don't ask, I never get like some things like people like just say it like, you know, naturally, like those kind of things.
I understand your struggle there.
Yeah. Also, thank you, Kenway, for finding it very hilarious. Yeah, that's a thing. Like, I like the secondary goal for my comic is to give like the VTuber that I decided to feature in like a big shout out. You can already see like that's like a big. I'm trying to improve the way I can do shout out for them, and also doing like the bonus page stuff to help like artists to get shout out to. I want this to be a very like every single thing I created so far. I always wanted to have like a certain level of utility use for everyone. So yeah,
I can see that. Yeah, I can make it into like
yeah,
stickers.
Yeah, turn into stickers, then an emote, and give them the right to use it as well. Like all those kind of things. Technically, it's theirs in the first place since it's the IP. So I'm trying my best to like give as much opportunities to everyone as much as possible. But here comes a questions. A problem. I'm not actually that famous or well known at all. So even though how much I try to like shout on top of the lung for me, like and on top of mountains, if there's no people reading my comic, you know, if there's no like people reading my comic, there's no point to do the shout out in some sense. I'm trying to doing it, but it's not a very effective thing because like when there's no people reading it, like go and find the comic and reading it is really difficult. So I've been trying my best, like doing something like this kind of podcast is basically to give a little bit of like promotion for the comic, and also time to time I will talk about it. But again, not a very famous VTubers, so it's like talking to a wall when I do this kind of stuff.
No, you're talking to a wall.
Most of the time I am.
So you're like the guy that's like on the roadside trying to sell things, but you barely sell any. So
Yeah, it's
like
basically
that.
just that. So I've been
you're
thinking.
watching other stores popular.
I've been thinking of trying to draw some actual famous VTuber in there, so at least I can get some extra traction if I draw some like famous VTuber like Bao or like Zantrea or those kind of like VTuber in there, so I can improve like the how would you guys say, like the radar range? What they call it? Like more noticeable?
What is that? What is that word?
Yeah, I suddenly can't remember the word.
Recognition.
It's more like yeah, something like that. It's like basically let people know about the comic a little bit more, just from like drawing some like famous people in there. But here's the problem. I have a big problem. I can't do that. Because like normally when how most like artists, they will draw like a fan art of like famous VTubers to promote like their own art commission and stuff. That is like generally how most artists does. For me, I can technically do it that way using my comic, but in the same time I cannot, because how the entire series work is I'm inside the comic. I'm interacting with the VTuber I'm like featuring in. Like that's like that's how I frame the entire series and story. I go and visit other VTubers. But when I draw like a famous VTubers, it feels like, you know, like those kind of like weird people that try to like interact with their Oshi by drawing them in there, and then you as a character interact with them.
Yeah.
So exactly. It become like a very like weird kind of situation. I cannot really do that unless I got their consent.
Yeah, that's a thing. I know you send them emails. I think you should just wait a bit longer. Maybe they will reply.
Yeah,
maybe they might be interested in something like this, but you know, that really depends.
Yeah, I did try to send them email, but like I say again, I think I used the wrong email to send. I used my actual like my VTuber email, but my VTuber email, the name is sus as heck.
What? Why do you use this sussy?
If
Why
you
use that as sussy email for it?
Because my email name sounds sussy. Here's the thing. My email is basically my entire account for my VTubers is actually a rebrand from my like Facecam streamers. I used to stream with Facecam. This is why like people can actually see my face. I don't mind showing my face when while I'm being VTubers. A lot of people don't, but I do.
Yeah, he don't care. He don't care. Audience scope. Yeah, I think that's the word. Is that the word?
Yeah, to expand my like my range of
the
like
reach to people, basically.
Yeah.
So a lot of people get used to they will get interested in what you're doing.
Yeah, thankfully I'm not actually ugly, so I can show my face.
You're gonna hurt so many people that hide their face because of how they look. How?
Yeah.
You can say that.
Technically, I am quite fat, so like that's the thing. I have to keep telling that I'm handsome. That's why I can't keep streaming with my face up.
You just try to brainwash everyone like, oh,
yes.
I'm actually a nice.
Yeah, you have to trust me. I am handsome.
And look at yourself in the mirror. You're just proud of yourself and how you look.
Yeah, I am not just like. I am super duper handsome, and everyone actually see me and have a crush on me. Yes, I am that level. But yeah, either way, joke aside. So yeah, it was a rebrand like account. So my email is still my old like my gamer email. My gamer email is literally called Overnight Gaming Hero.
Overnight Gaming Hero?
Yes. Do you see the sussiness of weird ass random people just email you, want to collab?
And then you see the username. It's like
It was a name I have when I was young, so yeah. While at it, it's like You know, it's basically just calling it Overnight Gaming Hero want to collab with you. Like, obviously people would just not ignore the gosh dang email.
Yeah, but damn.
So I might actually remake a new email with a proper name. I don't know
Make
what
it
I
more
can name
proper,
it.
please. Nobody's gonna read that weird name and be like, "Who's
Like,
this?
should
This is like
how
a
should I name
spam
it?
email."
Here's the thing. Let's make it the main topic. How should I name my new email?
Just name yourself Kire.
Kire Studio, Kire Productions, Kire Kire Comic.
Something like that. You know, sound professional when you name it production.
Yeah, and make a new email just
Yeah.
for like contacting people, because like
Well,
again,
hold on,
like I can't
going to
use
the
like
toilet.
yeah, go ahead. I can talk to the chat.
Yeah, emergency. It's time to boom the toilet. My stomach is not good. I think I ate something wrong. Hold on.
Don't worry, I'll entertain the chat. Also, hi there. So here's the thing. How should I name it? Either Kire Kire something, Kire Production, Kire Comic, or Kire Collab, or something business like. Okay, some things that people would see professional. Scream professional. Oh, should I name my email Kire the Professional? No, that sounds even more sus. Here's the thing. I'm bad at naming stuff, okay? All my OC characters have weird ass name. Kire is not the best name in the world in the first place. Yeah, Kire Productions is actually my side account name. So I've been thinking about using that. Yeah, that is like some of the things that I've been like thinking about, like Kira Productions, maybe, or Kira Studio. Kira Studio doesn't sound fun. Yeah, production sounds actually way better. Dude, thank you, Kenway, for the rosy roast. Yeah, so far I can't like get any other like revenue stuff so far from this. Like, yeah, funny thing is like my friend did tell me like if I'm starting to do this comic stuff, means like I'm going to spend more time doing comic rather than like promote myself as a art commissioner artist. So you're unemployed, right? I'd be like, yeah, I'm unemployed. And then you'd be like, so how are you earning money? And I say like, from my I have this thing, is like comic donation stuff, so people can sort of like donate for my comic if they like my comic, I guess. And then they immediately ask back, is be like, so do you get me? And I'd be like, no. I should actually make my art commissions for comic in the futures. I might have to create a art commission for comic. And in my Ko-Fi, actually, I have like this one prototyped. Like, here's the thing, like I say again, it's because like the way I realized, you know, the moment I realized I cannot just draw a VTuber, which is especially its famous one, have like interaction with me, is because I made these chapters. This is Bow the Whale chapters I made, okay? So this Bow the Whale chapters I made, and it's basically, you can see this is just a draft, because I'm not intended to actually like fully make this Bow the Whale chapters. So I made this and then tag her and see if she actually managed to read it, if she consent and approve of this, and I can actually like fully actually draw on this thing. So far, no response, sadly. And I can't put in like fan tag because like essentially I am self-inserting myself in there. So putting a fan tag in there is you know, the the stickiness of the situation, it will happen when it happens, you know? So basically, if I have to reiterate the entire story about this like Bao story, is basically, so far you guys are, yeah, feels wrong basically. If I don't actually get like their consent and stuff, I'm using my face in the comic as a watermark itself. I will always appear in there, no matter what kind of context in there. So it's in a way, it's a watermark protections. And also the story premise is like I'm visiting other VTubers. So it's like doing collab but off live. It's like I also like have this like topic about it. Maybe we can chat about it with Fluffy after like she came back. It's like, is a story or like a topic about, can VTuber make content without streaming? Because so far, every single time you watch almost every VTubers, they are more or less is like streaming adjacent. They are not utilizing their like character to a point that is like in a certain level of productions that is able to like using it as a like creating content and stuff. Yes, sometimes people using it as a comic and stuff, like this one right now. This is like for me trying to attempt to do that. But lots of people actually pump out the content, the comic things, only doing it as their lore video, you know, like to explain their character lore, and then that's that, and then they stop doing it afterward. Like I've been thinking like how to actually be a VTubers that do not rely on live stream. Almost every single, I can say 100% of all VTubers, they are more or less really required live stream to actually function. This comic is actually one of my attempt of trying to, you know what, I'm going to do something that is deviate from like how VTuber does. I'm making a comic about VTubers, and then this is a content that for like creating using VTubers. Not going to be like a streaming stuff, not going to be something like this, not going to be something like that. And then I realized there's a lot of IP stuff going on there. I'll be like, oh no. Yeah, there's a lot of like complexity when you're trying to like use VTuber as a material. This is why like if anyone get invited into my like special collab channel, basically it's a curated collab channel. Anyone I selected, they will like join into the channels, and then we can like organize collab easier, or like organize the comic talking about the comic stuff. I literally have like this like fine print. Technically, it's like a TOS for like joining into the comic stuff. They will literally own the comic. You know, they can actually print the page out and then sell it if the comics is about them. It's like Fluffy is like on the 3rd chapter, so if she really wants it, she can actually just print it out and then sell it in convention. I don't mind, but I also can do that because I'm in that too. And I also bribe people, technically bribe them with a bunch of emote. So all those fluffy new emote is actually coming from the comic, and I will try my best to see like, you know what, I like this a bit of the comic like bit in here. The thing I draw, I can extract it out and then turn it into emote, and then I can give it to them. Generally, emote does, and then give them like commercial license and like give it them for free for participating this and that. I tend to do this kind of stuff actually. It's like 101 how I actually do my stuff. If you guys don't know, I can literally like keep tossing like a bunch of things. It's going to cover the screen, so like do be careful of the flashbang I'm gonna give you guys, okay? Back then, actually I did like an Ace Attorney series, okay? But the Ace Attorney series is like oh wait, I can actually literally play the opening. It's still there. Is it? Oh no, it's not there. I can toss it in. It's going to be really loud because that thing is like, I still don't know how to make a video properly back then, so I kind of like overblown like the volume. Let me try to find it. So that's like this. We am a lawyer. I think it's this one because I got like. Oh, this one. The test? No, this one. This is a proper one, right? Yes, this is a proper one. Let me drop this one here.
Why we had a witness account describing her.
How?
Can you just let me fucking do it?
Oh my god! Objection!
So, you are our guest, no? Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. You want a biscuit? Maybe some tea? Or a famous murder iced coffee?
Oh my god, look at my
No, I
legs
think you-
peeking out. Annoying.
Showing some leg to people. We need some fan service.
Sneak peek. Just a sneak peek. Yeah.
Court is now in sessions for the trial of Mr. Willpower. The prosecution's ready, Your Honor. The defense is also ready, Your Honor.
Oh my god, the voice changes, it's crazy.
Yeah, I literally made like a full-blown like opening for the stream and thingy. But the thing is like about that particular stream is basically I find people who never played like Ace Attorney before and invite them. They will be like joining in and play the games, and I will be the one who kind of like how should I say? I will be the one that do the clicking. They will be the one that doing the playing and ordering me click around. And they will also do a voiceover on the characters. Obviously, I'm also doing the voiceover stuff too.
This is why I can do the old man voice.
Hello, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah, I hate.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
talking.
know. I know everyone had the same experience where you have crazy like you ate something and then your stomach is like dead and then you go to the toilet and then your butt hurts. Oh.
Means you ate something spicy. Just that.
No, I didn't eat anything spicy though.
Then you ate something
Maybe
you're
I
allergic
did
to.
last night. The fried chicken is too spicy and then I had like bad stomach.
At least you didn't go for the extreme. I pee spicy sometimes. I'm not even kidding about that. Actually, did happen.
Damn. You good though?
Oh, it's
You
terribly
good, though?
excruciating pain.
Oh my god. I think last time I did had a very crazy like stomach ache that I just faint in the toilet. Faint in the toilet, and what's worse is when I'm trying to stand up and then I bonk my head on the floor. Yeah, I black out. I don't know. Black out for like 1 minute maybe. And then there's scars on my face. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. That's scary.
Oh, wait a minute. What was I talking about again? Yeah, Ace
Because
Attorney.
of the voice acting
I'm
and
bribing the shit out of a lot of people.
stuff. Yeah.
Remember the Ace Attorney series I made?
Mm-hmm.
Like I did like full blown opening and then make reactive for lots of people. Yeah, like all the reactive you guys just seen like from that opening. I made all those like reactive for free and then bribed them to like join the stream.
Damn. What a strategy.
Well,
What is
technically, I
FT?
also use like the reason I talk about it is because like when it comes to like bribery stuff, technically
Mm-mm.
you are also getting bribed by me from all those emote that I made from the comic.
True.
So like the main thing I want to like talk about obviously is those kind of like you know the TOS about the comic and things. But yeah, like if I really need to apply my TOS stuff, it's like I literally have to have like a one-to-one conversation or like, you know, at least like have a certain level of like contact with the persons.
Yeah, do I
So
need to sign a contract though?
No need. Like I say again, like you literally own the particular chapter you are in. That chapters. So you can print it out. You can turn into stickers. You can just print the, if you got some other things to stitch it together, turn it into a book. You can put the 4-page comic into it and then sell it. Sell it is fine. It's yours.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so, but
Yeah.
I would just keep it as a collection where I would just put it in the slideshow, like before my stream start, or like on the BRB scene, you'll just see these comics, so they will not be bored just waiting for me unless they have something to read. I mean, it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, basically, like the way I kind of like just going to give everyone that's how I deal with like the IP issues. Like they literally own it. in a way, like
you're just the one that drew it.
Yeah, I drew it. I do earn money from it, but still in the same time, they also can earn money from it. They own it too.
Oh, it's a win-win situation. The both sides have profit from it. Yeah.
Yeah, too bad. Like
This is
this,
nice.
I remember the sticker I made. Yeah, too bad. Like there's 0 sales, only 1 sticker sell.
God. You should give it to me. You know why I only got 1 sale? Because they don't promote it. That's the thing. You have to consistently tell people. Like if people come to the
I did.
booth, you have to tell them.
But the problem is Nijigen.
What is the problem with it though?
I heard from Nero is actually there's like a certain boycott happening in Nijigen, so there's not a lot of people there.
Oh, I see.
They're almost like not just not a lot of people. It's like bad management. They already don't have a lot of people, and then like after the bad management, they have a boycott that they got even lesser people in Nijigen.
Oh my god. Okay. You just sell it on the wrong event, right?
Yeah, technically I just sell in the wrong event. Like Nero feels so bad. Like she told me like, you don't need to pay for the booth fee. To be honest, this is your first time.
Yeah,
didn't
it's
need
the
it.
first time. It's okay. You're okay. You're fine.
But I do feel bad though. It's like I took a space, and then like it didn't sell.
It's just the event issue. Yeah, not the people issue. Just the event.
But I do think about like I'm trying my best to pump it. Like so far I have like 4 chapters. If I include primer and then Lofi in the futures, I would have 3 and then another 3 chapters. So I got 6 chapters. I want to pump it up to like 8 chapters, and that would be if I remake my prologue and then put it in it too. I would have around maybe like 40-ish or 50 page, close to 50. So I think about like I might actually print it out as a book and then sell it.
Try. I don't know about my place, like how many people are interested in books, because it's pretty rare to see people selling like their own comic books and stuff. But I think I can give it a try. Yeah. It'd be worth it. You try, or maybe I'll make it like a brochure, something like that. Brochure, yeah, something like that. I think it would be interesting.
Because I already wrote them in a B5 format, so it's actually printable.
Oh, I see.
But so far I'm still thinking like a lot of stuff. Like it's like the business side of things is like it's a little bit complex when it comes to like the IP things going on. Like I think you already like saw like the conversation on the VP season 1. It's actually it was the idea. That was like the initiate idea I have for the comic, and end up like the one you're reading right now. Actually, I still kept like the prototype for Mitsu one.
Yeah. This one. Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, that one I still keeping it. I don't know I should release it or not since it's a prototype. But Yeah, around the time when I talked with like Zizan about like all those kind of like IP things like involving like that's the headache part of it actually, to be honest. Especially when you earn money from other people IP, then it become like a little bit iffy thing. But here's the thing, I think I just think too much, because a lot of people actually, here's the thing, like being an art commissioner, there will people who order commission from me draw their Oshi. In a way, I am earning from someone else IP at this point, but not a lot of people will question about that one. So I think I can actually just like sell comic that way too. It's fine. There's not a lot of IP
It's
issues.
fine. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, the problem is also like I'm in there. Like the main
Like,
problem I think
I'm
like when
sure.
there's IP issues is because I'm in the comic. I might in the futures remove myself. Maybe.
But that's the thing, though. Like, including yourself to be part of it is what makes it fun. No? Right?
Yeah, but also like including myself in it, it gave so many issues that I cannot draw other people. Yeah. Or here's the thing, like maybe I can replace myself into the face of, you know, literally like those kind of like basic model with the word chat, like plaster on the face, interact with them that way for bigger VTubers.
But the thing is, they have to you gotta be sure that they are interested in this, you know, before you can do anything else.
Yeah, it's really difficult.
Such as the IP issue, the royalty fee issue. I mean, this is like it all can be discussed, but the main thing is that would
They have to notice it in the
it
first
or not?
place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like how
like I
many
say,
people are willing to contribute into something like this? Yeah, it's all very selective.
I've been trying to search about like anyone does this thing like I've been doing. Apparently, I'm the
I
only.
don't think so.
I'm the only one who do this. I try to like
You're
search
the
a little bit.
one. You're the first one.
Yeah, I go around search like any people doing this as an example. I can like copy like how to do, but apparently I'm the only name like pop up doing this thing. So like I become the example.
Is that you're the one, the leader of them all.
And oh yeah, also like the moment I realized I actually need their consent is because I made this particular chapters. You have to look at the camera to know. You have to look at the stream. Yes.
The hell is that? Huh? Ew, what the that? All about.
Yeah, this is
The
basically.
portal.
Yeah, this is basically me appearing.
Yee.
So
Man appear like like some kind of monster breaking in.
yeah, technically that is my actual face.
What the hell? Yee.
Yeah, I don't really have a face. I'm a literal silhouette of like human shape. So like the face you're looking at right now is basically just a wig and makeup.
Oh, you don't have a face. You're no face. You're like Slender Man.
So if I actually shift my neck to a certain point, I think you can see like the black like scar point. Technically it's not scar. Those are like, you know, I don't have that much makeup to cover the entire body, so I just do the face only.
So right now I'm just looking at your face and it's just makeup, so it's not real.
Yeah, this is why my chest like have that thing. I didn't have any like makeup on the chest side, and then I didn't have enough makeup to cover the arm. So you can see like my arm also had like have that black spot thingy like going on there.
Do you want like a VTuber to like contribute your face for makeup so that you can cover your whole like body
Never.
with the skin color?
because I don't. It is a good aesthetic thing, so like I never really like want to like go full cover at this point.
Okay. Okay, sir. Aesthetic it is.
Even my eyes is actually I'm too poor, so like I have two eye contact lenses. Originally it's supposed to be just green, but in real life my character dropped their contact lens and then like they can't find it, so they can't buy a new one, so they use a old like purple color contact lenses because they don't have a second one anymore.
So that's why you have like purple and green contact lenses. So you
And-
mix it up and then it become aesthetic again.
Yeah, and because I made my model, I have this very like zoom in detail that if I actually zoom in my face like really close to show my eye, you can notice the green eye is actually smaller than the purple eye, just slightly smaller because it's a different contact lens.
So the size is different.
Yeah.
How are you able to see at that point? Where you don't have to see.
Yeah, unless
No!
I zoom it in. Unless I really zoom in to let people see. It's like it's a very hidden law in some sense. Because it's two
Check
different
this
contact
out.
lenses.
Your lore just basically you're so freaking broke,
Yes,
and that's why
in real life too.
I feel bad for you.
But here's the thing,
I feel
like
bad for you.
my entire law is like I work in a studio that everyone work in the studio that we all have to do like 2-3 jobs in the same time. It's like you have to be a directors, be the actors, and be the toilet cleaner in the same time. Technically, that one's my job.
Man, it's
And
everything.
I have like one character is the technicians, also the makeup artist, also the dresser. And then I have another one is the actors, the pyrotechnic, and it's basically when everyone have like a few jobs together in one go because we don't have the budget for hiring people. And everyone behave in a very anime architectures. So I work with a group of sentient anime characters.
Man, I totally feel like my lore isn't that bad anymore.
So my entire law is basically the entire studio is broke. We do not have money at all. Our budget is literally zero, and then we're trying our best to film an anime.
Oh god, low budget, but still dedicated for anime?
Yeah, we're trying to film one anime existent, but never being able to because of anime shenanigans, like those kind of things. You try to do something, you never achieved it. So yeah, that's how it is. And then the entire story, actually this is like the filler arc story. When I don't have like enough VTuber to like draw the next chapter, I will actually draw a story about them.
So you create the story yourself?
Yeah, actually it's already like somewhat of a story in some sense. So it's basically just like we all trying our best, trying to like function as a studio while I don't have budget. The real reason why everyone is kind of working there too, we kind of like got scammed. Like someone like the original directors kind of like the studio director kind of like hired us to film an anime, and then realized that after written the contract, we basically got scammed into a no budget studio, and then we had to do everything.
Oh man.
And then after like after a very great speech from him, and then we try our best. One day he went on a quote-unquote business trip and never came back.
Damn.
And my character essentially, my character is essentially a stand-in director. I'm just a stand-in. Our actual director ran away a long time ago.
So you become the new director. So I am now the king.
Yeah, but the
But
problem
I
is
have so many jobs at the same time and more responsibilities.
yeah, the problem is like we don't have a bank account in the first place, so like everyone just like broke. We don't really have any budget to do anything.
Man, how do you? But how's it gonna work then if there's no money, no nothing like?
But thankfully, our
see.
technicians have like multiple PhD for engineering, so she can actually like whip up lots of things from trash.
Yippee. I thought, wait a minute. If you can open portal, why don't you open a portal to the bank so you can get money?
And that would be illegal.
Yeah, they're never gonna find who you are, you know?
Yeah, that's like a lot of like reason that I can't like get money because like actually in the anime world they don't really have the concept of money.
True. But if it's anime logic, then you can just kind of make it work, right? You can just kind of make it work.
Yeah, we kind of make it work so many times, but it ended up badly. Either the film got like explode. Technically, most of the time, 99% of things explode. So yeah.
Are you gonna burn my place down?
Nah, it's not going to burn your place down. I'm gonna burn my place down.
Okay.
Actually, it's been happening for so many times. Either it's like because we don't have budget to actually like hire a, you know, like we want to film something for a beast, like we need an animal, but we can't hire a professionally trained one, so we just go into a wild and capture a lion, and then the lion destroy the studio afterward after we manage to film it.
That's what
It
you
happens
get.
a lot.
That's what you get for catching a lion without asking permission.
But technically, we do a lot of stuff that we try to make it happen, and then it would just like end up badly. The entire story premise is like that. We never manage to make a film because like we're trying to like be very ghetto with our things, and then like maybe like the technician make like some very sketchy platform so that can launch us up and then onto like some other place, so we don't have to use like expensive rope thingy. And then she calculated wrong, and then basically just launches into space.
Oh no! Somebody got it.
That's the entire.
Somebody's imposter got ejaculated about.
Yeah, so like it's basically yeah, it's like classic boundary shot animation plot. So it's basically should say like similar to like Nichijou kind of like style animation too. It's basically every episode is going to be very random, but all those things is actually inside my brain. I never really like draw them out. So yeah.
It goes from your imagination. What if you recommended doing crimes? Well, maybe it only works for me. As long as you're being cute enough, you're not gonna be charged.
So yeah,
works for me.
my entire law is just basically I'm broke.
Yeah, the broke guy that's now having a podcast with a jam. They got adopted.
And don't worry, since you're a gem, I can sell it to the jewelry store if I want.
You know how I lost my horn? It's because I'm so freaking broke that I have to chop it down and sell it for money. Okay? I'm not doing that anymore. I lost my horns ever since. It's not growing back. It's gone. Okay?
Yeah, this kind of like explain like, how my actual life is too. Like I'm actually also quite broke in my actual life.
It's okay. We're all broke in a way, right?
Yeah.
It's okay.
So I am still trying my best to like to spam it out, like earn donation from the comic, this and that other stuff. Again, I need to make this comic to be successful. So try to share it out to everyone. Like try to introduce them.
I will share it to everyone.
I've been trying
support
to
you.
like highlight the snippets. Like you can see like recently like my my Twitter post. I've been like highlighting the snippets, the meme stuff that happening like in the comic, and then like post it out, this and that, that stuff to like share the comic out that way.
Yeah, I saw. Should we show them the part where you two fight?
Hmm?
Should we show them the part where you and the community fights?
Oh, the JoJo one. Okay, I can try
Yeah,
it.
the JoJo
Hold on.
reference.
I think most people already saw the JoJo reference one, right?
I don't think so. Some people do, some people don't.
Oh, let me try just like fit to screen transformations.
Oh, Jotaro.
Oh, Batunian.
Oh,
Oh,
yan. Dare approach me?
and then since Batunian is made out of rock, so like they just rushed at me instead of like, you know, like do like epic fight, just like charge at me and then
Basically, just
crash into
raw
me.
and just crash into you.
Yeah, they are made out of rock, right?
Yeah, they out of raw, but like damn, so funny. Like you just get knocked out. I mean,
Yeah.
it'd be funnier if they knock you out and then like Wii game have the like the strike.
Yeah, basically I'm still finding a guest artist to draw this thing. So anyone want to like be like super JoJo, and they want to like draw like lots of JoJo stuff, I can give this draft to them and then they will draw it and send it to me, and I'll like repost it with a bunch of like artist shout out and stuff.
Sounds fine. Can try.
Yeah. Depends, like do you have like super artists like, or like someone want to like draw comic in your communities? Like this is their first opportunity to be able to like try it out.
First
I guess.
opportunity, get it. This is the time. It's the time for you to draw your first ever with the comic with Kiwei.
Or technically,
Yeah.
you can draw it too if you want to be the one.
I'm
You want to be the
not good
artist.
in that. I'm not confident enough.
Yeah. I'm fine with
becomes
it
something
actually.
else.
It's not just for artists, it's basically for their fandom and like the VTuber themselves. It's like if you just want to draw like very bad art in there, like on purpose, it's like you can do it too. Long as like you are the one drawing it, is having fun, then yeah. It's like also like if you decided to literally just draw Stickman, I'm also okay with that too.
Okay, but no, I'm not gonna draw like Stickman. It's not like that bad. It's just that I'm not good at it. Like
Yeah, you can just draw the way you
handle
want.
certain poses and stuff. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
I
but
already
it's so fun.
I already have like this like entire panel like set up for you. You can just either like follow it, or just if you are creative yourself, you can like go your own way. Long as the story kind of like keep intact. Like this one, practically the story point is like the JoJo meme. So if you draw in like different angle in the of the JoJo meme, and then you still manage to achieve it, yeah, I'm fine with it. Like if you want to draw like 2 pages instead of 1 page, I'm also fine with it.
Okay,
It's
got
ba-
it.
Yeah, that's the rule for the guest artist. Like it's basically the moment the guest artist want to draw it. Yeah, and you can draw like the again like it's 4-page limit. That's how like Fluffy in the comic learned it the hard way.
Yeah, I learned it in the hard way. Thank you for flashing lights into my face, into my eyes.
Yeah, she yapped too much. We also yapped too much technically.
Not my problem. Because we have so many caves, right? So yeah.
Yeah, but in reality, actually, how many battle cave you have created?
There's a lot of abandoned ones. Probably there's some other species living in there. Probably 100, maybe.
Ah, wow, that's a shit tons of it.
Yeah, and then the most active one is the 57th. Other than that, I think other caves are just either collapsed or there's like other animals living there like bears. No.
How is the condition for the mod basement one?
Moist.
Oh,
It's moisty, okay? That's why there's like
so normal people can survive in there, right?
I don't know. I don't think so. Batunians are not humans. They are rocks, and rocks like it moist. So probably not for human. Unless they want to eat mushroom, they would give them like illusions.
Not
They
like
might get
Mario.
poisoned from that. No, not like Mario. You're not gonna turn like gigantic. You're gonna be poisoned. Damn, we have somebody running into my chat. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna explode this place? Boom! It'd be funny if I just yeet Kirei out of the window.
Well, technically, Batunia already yeet me out the window.
I'm gonna beat you again. Let's recreate the most epic scene. Oh, someone's here to rob me. I would take all the gemstone, not for sale. But you can take this man here, Kirei. How much do you think you're worth?
So far, nothing.
I'll give him away for free. For free, okay. I don't think this person
Imagine
has
the
to
robber
buy-
say like, nope, no thank you. Free? No thank you.
The robber never like this thing? Nah, man, I'd rather take trash. And I'll never take this thing. Nothing is better than anything, true. You know, there's gotta be someone that will actually take you away, because like, it's better than nothing. It's better than empty-handed.
But here's the thing, I will eat your food. It's a net negative if you get me.
Imagine the person rob you away, and then like you're just like, dude, do you have food? I'm kind of hungry though. For free in this economy.
Yeah. Oh, kind of remind me of this thing. Yeah, I've been thinking about like pushing this like comic, especially your chapter, out a little bit more, because like yours is actually much less experimental. It's more like I got used to how to make comic, because like the first 2 chapters you kind of see like I'm a little bit like experimenting. Axel one is actually also quite experimental too, so I might actually remake one more for Axel.
Oh, I see. That's great. Do it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
and particular like your one, if you are into playing it, you can use Audacity to record your line. I will make it into like those kind of like, you know, like short video.
See, it'll be
Like-
fun.
Hmm.
It'll be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, you can record your line, send it to me. You can set it in one file or multiple file, depends. Like you do have to arrange it nicely for me if you want multiple file.
I will.
I'll try to like add my own voice line to it, and then have a little bit like fun with the sound effect. It's basically still the comic, but it's more like I'm doing like a very like, you know, flashing panel by panel, having like voice acting happening in there.
I see.
Yeah, and then
Can't wait. Can't
put
wait.
it on like YouTube Shorts or like TikTok,
Mhm.
like all those
Or
kind of
maybe
things.
Instagram.
Mm.
You know, you gotta put somewhere that gathers that actually have a group of people that into like something like this, like a comment dub. Some places or others like, I don't know, maybe Reddit, maybe.
I
think there
tried
may be
Reddit.
people interested in it.
So far, the Reddit post I put in there, I literally made like a channel for like the Reddit, and then I've been posting like the comic, and not lots of people read it. Not even have people trying to like comment on it. Let me try
I
and take a look
see.
again. Boop. Ignore the tab that I'm showing right now.
Okay. You guys see nothing.
I see. I have like millions of like tab that I don't know
You
is
never
working
closed
or not.
down? You never cleared it off, sir?
Nah, I just have lots of things. So
my
far, not even a single upvote,
Man.
not even a single view.
I think maybe you should try on subreddit. You're right. Like Pisa, you should try it on subreddits instead of your own. Just so that they can reach to more people. Yeah.
What
Talking about
subreddit
comics
you
today, even
can?
though we're very off topic, you know.
Yeah,
maybe
what
like VTuber
subreddit can kind of
subreddit,
like VTuber
like,
subreddit?
Meme subreddit if it's like related to memes, you know, or comic subreddit, you know, there is a lot. So something that relates and relates to the theme of it, I think it may work. Yeah, it may work. Kenji, what do you have? You don't have TikTok, you don't have Reddit. Comic
Yeah.
subreddit, exactly. You should try that, Kira. I believe in you.
Yeah, I've been making like way too many things that I'm a little bit confused at this point.
Oh my god, it's been 2 hours.
The only thing that I didn't do is Instagram. I don't know why I just like don't like Instagram.
Why? Why you don't like Instagram? What's so bad about Instagram, huh?
They crop my comic.
Yeah, I don't like that too.
It's basically like there's like top and bottom. Like they have like square format and then like they have like the vertical format. But for some reason, the vertical format ratio they will crop the comic top and bottom a little bit.
I see, man. You know, I'm just gonna put my models like sleeping on the couch while trying to like communicate with you. That's how lazy I am now. You know, I feel like I'm becoming older, and then my energy span is just not really there. I don't know what happened.
Now you know how I feel. I'm 30 years old.
Yeah, it's like 2 hour stream, and I'm like, why am I so tired? Back then I can stream for like what 6 hours without problem and still going like crazy over it.
Well,
I can barely
technically,
handle 2 hours. Crazy.
well, if you are tired, we can like just like go off at this point. Since we already have like enough conversations, have a little bit fun promotions about the comic, this and
Yeah.
that.
Go support Kiwi, guys. Go support Kiwi so they can draw more comics.
Yeah, if I don't survive tomorrow, then I can't draw
If
any
you don't
comic.
see him tomorrow, probably he's too bro and he's probably on the roadside.
Actually, I
Yes.
am about to.
Oh my god, he's about to. Don't make him appear on the roadside.
Because like here's the thing, like I live in a family house, but so far it's a very big house. Most of the people, the major people in the house is like moving away, the one that pay the bills. So I will become the guy that have to pay the bill. So either I have to start like do some like very like like while I am disabled, I still have to force myself to do like works. I'm going to be unable to function. I have additional
no.
energy to function like after work. So it's basically just I'm going to stop streaming and do any other thing afterward.
I see. But it's for you have to. Yeah, there's nothing else you can do about it. Like you just kind of have to do it. Unfortunately.
Yeah, so this is why I'm trying to like push the comic thing as much as possible, and also this like podcast things. It's been doing quite well actually. Yeah.
I see. That's great. That's okay.
Mm.
Oh my god, Kira.
Hmm?
Oh my god, my bones are cracking.
Someone is dying.
Nah, I'm good.
Go,
just make
quick,
sure you come
get a
tomorrow.
masseur.
Just make sure you come tomorrow.
Tomorrow
Watch
what?
me go crazy on my stream.
Alright. When is it actually?
I'll start around 9.
Huh.
I'll
Okay.
start earlier, 8:30. Yeah, I'll
Ah.
start earlier.
Nah, don't worry.
Anytime.
I will be there while drawing. Because like
put me
today-
as the background noise.
yeah. Today I don't really have I didn't really draw a single thing like in today is because like my vertigo is a little bit too strong and then I'm seeing double visions much more than I used to.
Is it getting worse?
It is getting worse. It's like my body
But there's
condition
no
is basically
cure
just
to it,
degrading.
right? But there's no cure to it.
Nah, there's no
Or do
cure.
you need to take like, or is there like any like supplement that's gonna help?
Nothing
to
can help me.
maintain?
Because this is like a physical issues, not an organ damage issues. Even the organ damage I have is my eyeball, which is nothing that can actually help. Because it's a wear and tear things.
Man, yeah, I heard you explain about it. But Dan, you're lucky you're here. Imagine if you're in other country, you'll be like a experiment subject. 'Cause this is so rare.
Hmm.
It's like a legendary rare.
And the thing is, funny thing is that I am seeing double vision and I'm still drawing. And then people heard about it, be like, how?
How can you still draw with double vision? And the lines can still be so clean. How is that possible?
Do you know like when you do like drawing, there's like that thing called like stabilization. I have that
Yeah.
thing like on 45%.
Oh, I mean, but even with stabilizer, how? With double vision, you
Well,
can still do it
muscle
too.
memory.
Oh my god, man.
I don't rely on my eyes that much anymore, even in coloring. I just like randomly color. You can see like, all my coloring work is like actually I just randomly slap onto it instead of like I rely on gradient way more than just like do proper color.
Mm-hmm. Can see that.
Yeah, and especially like today, there's like that Wong Mama. Yeah, you know what is this?
What, mama?
The ants that can bite you really really hard. Even you snapped it off, like the head is still biting you.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Then my sister saw it because like baby, my sister kids and is there, so like she told me to kill it. I'm trying to see where the ant is, but I can't.
Because you have double vision.
I just like looking at the general direction. She said that I've been just staring at it, not doing anything. No, I'm not just staring at it. I'm trying to find it.
Where is it? Yeah, like stare at the directions. Like what in front of you?
It's basically
Like, where?
my brain process has become like rather slow lately, and also because my eye, when I have to use my eye to seek stuff, become much more harder. It's like
Are you sure you good?
how to say, my family believe I'm well, so I think I'm well.
They're just being positive. That's all.
Yeah, the thing is like my family do not understand my conditions, and back then I keep reporting to them like how is my condition going, but I don't want to worry them too much, so I stopped kind of like telling them like how bad my condition is. Sounds like I'm bitching, so I just like stop telling them, and they just assume that I'm fine.
But it's actually getting worse.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll give you my blessing. You will be better. I'm not confessing my sins, or this is a therapy session. Okay. This is just a podcast. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. My condition is actually really open. It's not like I leak out something like very like deep. It's some things that actually I often talk about.
Nah, he often talks about it, and it's so crazy because like the condition he got versus the recorded like case is like his basically is like, oh, you get an illness that's gonna name after you. You know that kind of condition.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, it's like I have multiple tiny minor inconvenience stack up together, stacking up so much to the point that I can't function normally. Even I can function, it kind of like I have to stress my body to work like 200% to make it like kind of functions. So the older I get, the more wear and tear actually I have. Like recently I go check the doctors, my eyeball inside, like the nerve like opening, like all those wear and tear happening inside my eyeball is similar to a person that has already reached like 80 years old, if they kind of compare the pictures together one to one.
That's the thing. It's
So
like it just
yeah, just by powering through my conditions, basically it aged up my body quite a lot. So while I'm just 30 years old, my internally more or less has been battled through a point that kind of like already been like maybe like 60 years old or like more than that. Basically just like the internally is older than I am like at my current age.
I see. You know, I'm just buffering right now because I can barely understand what you're saying. Is that you're trying to explain me something like medical condition, something that's more scientific to a kid?
To say
that's
more
what happened.
scientifically, it's like imagine like you sneeze every 3 minutes.
Oh my god, I
You-
don't like the feeling though.
Yeah,
Every 3 minutes.
every 3 minute guarantee sneeze. Like you call that? Do you call that a medical issues, or just call that inconvenience?
I would say there's a medical issue that causes the inconvenience. You know.
Yeah, but in reality,
Because it's something you
in
cannot
doctors,
control.
in doctors, in doctor's eyes, it doesn't kill you. It just
It doesn't
inconvenience
kill
you.
you, but
So on
but in the
paper,
same way it annoys you.
yeah, on paper, it's not a medical condition that they have to be worried about.
I know, but you're.
For me, I have multiple of those things. For me, I have multiple of those things that cause me to be dizzy, to have vertigo, to have seeing double visions, to unable to like have balance properly. All those kind of things, like it's kind of like stack up to get together, become like one thing.
Do you need to like go to like other countries for doctors? Because I feel like the doctors here just don't have the.
Oh, the doctors already gave
skills
up.
or
In my
experience.
the doctor I go
Yeah.
to see, they already gave up. The only doctor that trying is the psychological doctors, because
So it could be psychology issue.
it's part of it. It's basically, imagine like you've been dizzy so much to a point that you can't distinguish the real dizziness and like fake dizziness that happened to your body.
Damn.
But the problem is, my family, my sister actually went with me to that psychological doctor that day, since like she only talked about with the psychological doctor, so she also thought I only think too much.
But it's not. That
That's
you're
like,
thinking so much.
yeah, it's basically I'm seeing like 5 doctors. She only met that one doctor that is mental doctors, so she thought I have mental issues.
It's like, oh, yeah, mental issue. No, actually, it's physical issue. Yeah, I understand the difference here.
Yeah, I can't explain to them because like my entire family are those kind of like how should I say? They have an image of me in their brain, so like no matter how much I explain to them, it will
Yeah,
revert back to
I
that
refuse-
image.
So they refuse to believe that you're what they are.
Yeah, they just think I'm lazy. that's the thing.
Yeah. Oh no, somebody's reading like speak Mandarin for 5 minutes. I don't think they will understand anything from this point on.
So yeah, that's my condition, which is a little bit like, in the way itself is very fascinating, because I say again, like it's really rare. Imagine like you try to listen to a person who documenting like his life that been sneezed for like every 3 minutes for their entire life. Obviously, it's interesting. So like I talk about my condition a lot actually.
明白。我现在就跟你说中文啦，你这样就反正你就英文回我就可以了。哈哈，他们听不懂是他们的事。
他们不会讲英文，我也可以
他们
讲外语。
不会讲，他们也听不懂。
啊，
所以
可以这样讲啊。我有一个东西很像接近耳水不平衡这样的问题，so。
可是这个耳水不平衡是严重的那种，你这是不是
严重的？
是严重的。
我这个不是耳水不平衡，是很像耳水不平衡。
可是它又不是 ，OK， 还是
我是
很像，还是类似。
我的是血管太长，跟我的神经线打结了。
这个不能够做手术，然后
因为太小了，如果要做手术很贵。然后看一下你是打结程度是有多厉害，就变了。
格外的科技应该可以啊，这边就算了。
格外的也是没有，因为当你要做手术的时候是可以算是 emergency 了，你 basically 是完全是没有办法可以撑住，所以你就
直接签白纸了，直接签。
你是耳朵开始聋了。才开始有的手术，因为那个手术对他们来讲真的是很像小毛当大毛看那种情况，那种手术是很像是很大型的手术，
当活马医
啊，很像那种手术是很像是那些很大的问题，不很大的手术来医一个很小的问题。
他们现在后悔了。他们后悔了，
后悔什么？
他们后悔要去 redeem 那个讲中文5分钟，然后现在他们完全听不懂，然后现在很混乱。Yeah, you should regret that, especially when you don't understand. It's a mystery. Oh, we're just talking about like, how Kiri's condition and stuff. It cannot be. It cannot be helped. basically. Even surgery is just impossible as well. So like, yeah, basically he's just gonna live like this for the rest of his life.
It's basically I just have to power through it, and the surgery is basically is like you just do like a very like high level expensive surgery for a tiny issues. So basically the surgery is off the table. It can't be helped, and they are not really certain surgery can help me too in the first place, because the thing that I have is called AICA, vestibular loop. That thing is like your blood vessel is a little bit too long and it tangle up with your nervous systems. So when it does that, it didn't really damage your organ. It didn't damage your nervous system. It didn't damage your brain. It just do something weird to your like nervous system. Like when you have heartbeat, very strong heartbeat, or very stressed, like your 101 for like how blood vessel work. When you stress, actually your blood vessel open up and then like have a deliver like much more faster blood flow. This is why like sometimes people who stress less, they kind of like live longest, because less wear and tear happening to their bodies internally. But yeah, like generally it's like I have to be very zen and be very calm. This is why like most of the time like you won't really hear me like rage out or like like those kind of persons. It's like I generally have to keep myself not really emotional. It's almost like a monk, to keep my condition functioning, manageable. And my AICA vestibular loop is not even the main source of things that cause like most of my issues. I have a lot of other like minor inconvenience issues that sort of like stack up together and make it worse. And so far they have zero idea that, because like they can't really detect anything. Like there's too many like minor issues kind of stack up together. The AICA thing is actually the multiplier for my condition. It's kind of like the thing that make it worse. So yeah. So it kind of like multiply my minor inconvenience into bigger inconvenience. And how should I say this? It also comes to the point that most doctor gave up, because everything is like a game of chickens. They don't know the chicken first or the egg first kind of situations. They don't know is this thing caused this to lead to that, or that thing caused this to lead to that, or because of that thing causing like this to become like that. Like it's so complex to the point they don't know what's wrong with me, even they know what's wrong with me.
It's just basically like they check everything and they don't know what's actually wrong with you. Like,
Yeah. They know what's wrong with me, but also same time they don't know where the source is.
Well,
Yeah.
man, I wish you the best. I think I will end the session here. Shall we?
Yeah, we
Shall
can do that. Do it that way.
Yeah.
You can do your
Thank
closing.
Thank you for having me, Gray.
Sorry for the random dumb stuff that I just like decided to start
it's
talking about.
fine, it's just like a storytelling, and I'm just the person that listens.
Yeah, to be honest, I really love to talk about this kind of things, because it's for me it's like very unique things to talk about, and put some awareness for like many other people are actually like that too. There are people like this kind of situations. So yeah, I love to talk about this just to make people aware this kind of thing exists.
I see. Thank you for having me, Gray. I'll be going now.
Alright, have a good night rest. Finally, you can
too,
go sleep
take
early.
care. I can go sleep. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Doo-doo. Ooh, is that me? Is that me with my hair clip out? Hold on a little bit. Let me turn off the camera. Ding. So yeah, I can do a little bit much more yapping before I do the closing too. Any other people have like any other kind of like interesting want me to chat about, want to ask about? You guys can actually ask me anything. I can actually have some extra conversation point with you guys. Or I can release more news about my comic stuff. Yeah, like I did say, like I want to print it out as a book and stuff, and the comic right now I'm making, hold on. Yeah, the comic right now I'm making, this one, Bianchi Kuro one, I already have I already have like this particular like already been made. The first page, I haven't put like too much like effect stuff and like dialogue stuff in there yet. So yeah, this is like the first 2 pages already been created. I really love this particular scene. You know, it's like just really random like a cat. She's basically been like overstacked with a lot of work and she'll be like, yeah, I really like this a lot. As you can see, like I choose to have a much more lower budget drawing style rather than like, you know, those kind of like highly like I literally if anyone watched my work before, I literally have a higher level of like drawing style. You can see like the Project Melody kind of pictures there. Yes, that is actually way more suitable as a comic book art rather than like putting up like illustrations. But I don't want to put like a too high of a budget like artwork in there, so I'm just going to make like a very simple like artwork for me to like use this like properly, you know. And then I supposed to be finished this one by today, but too bad, like even right now when I talk to like Fluffy, my entire world is actually spinning. I'm not even kidding, everything is like shifting to the left. I have to keep flick my eye a little bit or my head a little bit just to, you know, snap back my like senses and stuff. This is why like I think like you can scan the Vtuber model did pick up a lot. Sometimes when my conditions is like starting to like affect me, I would start to talk a lot more about it. That's one of the features I have. It's like in a way of like coping, you know. But yeah. Also, sorry that I didn't like interact with the chat that much, because generally when I have a guest, I talk to the guest more than the chat itself. It's not like I'm famous enough to have the point that people can sort of like pay me in super chat and then like I immediately grab my attention. If you actually do it in the point that you paid me, obviously I will pay attention to you. You paid me, obviously. But yeah, generally I won't really like take a look into like chat stuff that much, you know. Yeah, that's how I normally do it. It's just like way better doing it this way. It's actually one of my rule, one of my hidden rule when it comes to when it comes to like my personal rule. It's like when I collabing with anyone, either A, I don't stream, or B, when I stream or to show my POV view for that particular collab, I will not interact with the chat at all. I have that very strict rule. Even they shout out at the top of their lung, I will ignore the chat. Because I do tends to like, if I want to have fun with the persons that call me in to play with them, I will give my best to have fun with them. I won't suddenly like try to like, you know what, halfway be like, hey, hi there, someone that just like raided me. Hey, today is especially like halfway chatting, I can't just like do snapping stuff like that. I have to focus on the actual conversation instead of like you know, to suddenly randomly like talk to people halfway and then just like snap to another person's like that, you know. I get a lot of block. Who chatting with me? Who did this much ping? Oh, Fluffy. Yeah, Fluffy sent me a few message. But either way, I can mute the Discord. Generally, I have the Discord on and the ping on while I'm streaming. Like, normally people have like the thing like muted. I don't have like the streamer mode muting my Discord. There's a reason for it. Is because I often like have an open VC when I kind of like I'm streaming. I letting people like drop into my VC anytime when they want it. If anyone from VEP Project Orbit, they sort of like see me in like a live channel side. Like anyone can drop in there, and when I actually in there when I'm streaming. I just want to have a nice conversation randomly with like many people. But I've been having like substitute of that with like VoidCast quite well, because like VoidCast is a very good, like, to be honest, it is a very good like chatting system. I can just keep drawing and then someone randomly connect to me, and then like they would be like hi, I would be like hi, and then what you doing? I'm drawing comic. And what comic? Oh, this comic. Like always have a conversation to go on, you know, even though I kind of like repeat that over and over again like to many different people. It's sort of like, you know, have that kind of like noise, have like not alone, kind of like working alone, sitting there, nobody to chat with, just listen to music, or like technically I can just keep watch YouTube video of about like how fuck is Johnny Somali. Technically he is very fucked right now. Like if anyone don't know who Johnny Somali is, yes, we can talk about that, but only when people are curious about who the fuck is Johnny Somali. Hi there, Moonflower. Oh, you don't know who is Johnny Somali. Basically this thing. He's an American dude that decided to be the worst tourist for the world. Now, how am I tonight today? I have no idea. I have no idea what they're talking about tonight today. But either way, let's talk a little bit about like Johnny Somali. So like, here's the thing. He visit other like Asian country and be the worst tourist you can find in the world. So basically, he will go to other people's store, harass the shit out of people, go to random pedestrian and then film them, and then like basically shove like a stinky fish in their face, or like do lots of terrible like interruptive stuff, or have like those kind of, you know, like you can sort of like use bit, like in Twitch you can use like bit to like buy like play like sound effect and stuff, kind of stuff. He have that on blast, so people play like horrendous shit. Like think about like in Japan, they will like play like the nuclear bomb, like the sounding, or like many like very like disturbing stuff, like in that like speakers. He basically like go around like film people to see their like reaction live stream. Obviously that guy got kicked out from like Japan. He did that in Japan, he did that in Thailand, he did that in many countries. And then finally that asshole got what he deserved in Korea, because like so far he's been repeating this like thing, like pretended to be God at this point in many different countries, because like people can just like deport him, don't want to deal with him. But this time, Korea be like, you know what? We don't want to deport you. We are going to detain you and sue you and keep you in our jail as long as possible, because he basically disgraced like national statues and stuff. Like on put it on stream, this and that, yeah, that stuff. Like it become like a national news, like kind of things happen. Nuisance streamer is a rampant thing like happening in a lots of like streaming days like this for the last like few years. Johnny Smalley like getting bonked like that actually make a lot more streamer refrain from like being a nuisance streamer. But obviously they still exist, but they become less active as a nuisance streamer. And people starting to be like getting more and more pissed off about like nuisance streamer more and more. Yeah, you can go watch it in your Twitch account. I rarely stream on Twitch, but because of podcast, my Twitch actually is activated for this particular stream. So yeah, Johnny Somali, so basically it's like so hated to a point. Imagine like there's like someone arguing in my chat politically, or like, you know, like some people might think it's like some very like weird things, and I can just say, hey, let's talk how fuck is Johnny Somali today, and then like everyone will like stop and agree, like no matter how side of your argument is on like each and either way, like everyone will unanimously agree they hate Johnny Somali. Yeah, and why Master, you don't have to get me affiliated in Twitch. Actually, I hate Twitch. This is why I kind of stopped streaming Twitch for a long time. And you look at my follower, I already been affiliated a long time ago. I went off board just not to have ads for you guys. Yeah, I literally went off board because like no ads, I hope. If there's still ads, you can complain to like Twitch for that thing. Not my fault at that point. Yeah, I really do not like Twitch. Every single time I mention about it, I will give you like an essay of how much I actually hate Twitch. I've been streaming in Twitch for like 6 years at this point, and then I know the ins and outs, the scummy practice that Twitch always have, the double face they have, the consistency of all the scummy practice they have like for so long. They just lie straight to your face. I've been streaming for like 9 years at this point. I streamed in like Twitch for like a year successfully, and then like hop to Twitch, unsuccessfully stream for like so many other years. I only say 6 years, technically more than that, but I count it in like the ins and out. I kind of went hiatus for like around like 2 years, so I kind of like it's hard to say. Like I'm not exactly hiatus. It's more like I'm popping in here and there because of COVID. Like I say again, I do like face cam streaming too back in the days when I stream in Twitch, but COVID happens because I'm a Malaysian Chinese. The Asian hate on my channel is like really bad. I was like targeted by the few hate rate consistently every single time I stream. So I went off like hiatus and then came back as a VTubers around that time. This is why I have no issues like showing my face. I do want to become a VTubers originally. I really hate the part that this is like one of the reason that kind of like speed up my transition from like face streamer to like face cam streamer to like VTuber. But yeah. Around that time, actually, I was quite a successful streamer. Actually, I got like around like 60 to 90. I just starting to have a consistent like 60 to 90 people watching me, and like the COVID happened, so I have no choice but to go to on hiatus, and then all the audience I kind of earned around the time kind of like fall off, just like that. And also I did come back as a VTuber. Obviously, it's going to be they will be see like I follow this guy called Overnight. Where is he? And then they look at it like, who is this like Twitch guy? Yeah, strangely, like for a lot of people, it's they become famous because of like COVID time. For me, I have a reverse situations. Because I was targeted by the hate raid, I lost all my audience, and then I went on hiatus. I have to went on hiatus because like I'm still studying uni around that time. About like 20-ish minute, maybe. Is it 20-ish minute or 10 minute ago? Let me see like the time. How much I got? Around 10-ish minute. Yeah. Yeah, I should actually change the name too. But still, she went off because stomach issues, I think. Well, if you go to the toilet once because of stomach issue, you definitely have like second, third, and fifth time. Happens to me many times. I'm old enough to can like have a suspicious of that. So Freaky Barra came in a little bit too late. What was I doing again? Ah, yes. Change the stream name a little bit. But yeah, in the futures, I will actually do a little bit more. I will try my best to invite more guests. Next week, I only have Lofi as a guest. I might actually try to add more people into it as a, you know what, just like have a little bit fun chat and stuff. Yeah, not just about like my comment and stuff. I really love chatting. When it comes to like streamer skill, everyone have their own like kind of like streaming like capability and skills. For me, my skill is definitely like you guys already been seeing right now is me yapping non-stop. I literally can keep yapping off topic, went on a tangent randomly and just keep doing it non-stop. It appears to be like I'm the best wingman for my for everyone if they want to yap. I'm not even kidding about that. Last time I appeared in Axel's stream. Just me being in the chat itself when she tried to reply me. She realized that she keep going off topic and then like chat like for like 3-4 hours, be like, what the heck is wrong? What I haven't done this like off tangents for so long, and then I'll be like, maybe it's because of me. I keep mentioning wrong like I keep starting new topic over and over again inside the chat. She talk about car, I talk about car exam. And then she talk about car exam. I talk about like I literally went off and talk about like how should I say, like when she talk about like car exam, I go ahead and talk about it's basically just like keep going off tangent non-stop. She was on point A, I will like halfway point A, I will start point B, and then halfway point B I will start point C. It's just me. I can yap infinitely. The reason, like I say again, because of my like conditions, I actually have low control of my body. But the problem is like I mostly the only thing that I don't really have like the only thing I don't really have lots of issues with is talking. So when I talk, I really felt in control. Yes, in a way. So when it comes to chatting, I just love chatting. But my chat is always when I keep chatting, I will just like my mind was just like wandering around like so much. To the point is actually like it's amazing I still can like function normally. Yeah, yapping is nice, but I kind of like yap too much. I can't yap in a group. This is why my podcast is kind of like I will either restrain within like maybe 2 guesses or just 1 guess. It's because like if I talk in a group, I cannot follow the conversations because sometimes some people just like want to like hop to their own topic or like consistent talk about what they want, and then I would just like randomly talk about something else. Or when they kind of like already move along to like A, B, C topic, now they're on like C topic, and then I went back to A for no reasons. So it's really hard for me to keep tracking conversation at all. I'm not sure because I'm an introvert or I'm super extrovert or just like I kind of like hybrid or anything like that. It's a weird situation. I'm not that great in group. I can function very well in a very small group. Any group bigger than 2 people, I'm going to have issues. Yeah, I just can't keep on like one topic for a very long time. For some reasons, it's like it's like, you know, one topic lead to another, right? So I keep doing that non-stop. It's really hard to track back to what I wanted, what originally started the thing in the first place. Like, I just talking about this right now, but originally our topic is literally trying to talk like how fuck is Johnny Somali. So you know like how far it deviate from that to that. So yeah. Oh, too bad. I forgot to turn off the guest title. Next one, oh yeah, I can leak the next one guest is going to be Wednesday. Let me do a little bit setup. I think I already downloaded her title. Yes. Yee. Let me do a little bit adjustment. So this is the Wednesday title. Wednesday like streamer going to come and visit. Lofi Kid. Yeah, I do be grateful for like VEP stuff a lot because it does let me able to connect with a lot more people. And aside from VEP, like VoidCast also helping me like connect with a lot more people too. But too bad they're on the other side of the planet, so I hardly able to like do anything at all. Maybe I can like I have this artist like I really I have like lots of fun chatting with him. So maybe in the futures I can invite him into a podcast, but that podcast is going to be morning. I need to cater to almost everyone in their own time zone. So like I'm going to do a few like morning podcasts for the people who in VoidCast. I might actually start to do a little bit few more like VoidCast like stream and VoidCast stream, and then like you know find more people, let them know that I'm doing podcasts, and I can invite them as a guest and stuff. Yeah, drawing stream is nice. When I do VoidCast stream, it's technically drawing stream in some sense with like people there. Technically, if I enjoy the chat, I would just like stop drawing, just chatting with them. That is kind of my MO at this point. I spend time sometimes chatting more than drawing. So this is why like my comic like spend a slightly more time to make, and rather than like I can like finish it in one day. Technically I can finish this entire comic in one day if I have the time to focus. But there won't be any stream if I do that, so yeah. In Twitch, here's the thing, in Twitch drawing stream is useless, almost. Only established like artists can stream in Twitch, sadly. So if I'm trying to do drawing stream in Twitch, is almost impossible. So I've been starting to do like drawing stream in YouTube, the vertical like stream like on YouTube and like on yeah, just either on YouTube and TikTok. I didn't even try to stream drawing on Cake. I only stream games on Cake when I have to stream it. But right now, I realize that actually streaming on TikTok is way more viable than I thought. I'm not even kidding about it. Like, here's the thing. A lot of people might think like, oh, if you want to stream on TikTok, you have to have like 1,000 followers. I don't even have 1,000 followers, and I'm already streaming on TikTok. Like, that's the thing. Like, how I managed to stream on it, I don't know. I sent for like, do you approve that I want to stream on TikTok? They just approved me. It's weird. There's no screening or anything. I just immediately able to like stream on TikTok. So, and I also realized that I get quite a lot of people like Kenway interact with me. Then I'm trying to stream in like Twitch. Here's the thing. People always told me Twitch have the best community. Twitch have like all the interaction and stuff, this and that other stuff. I've been streaming for Twitch for a very long time after COVID. I have 0 people generally will come into like my stream and interact with me. So my point of every single time I'm arguing like the Twitch, the bad stuff in Twitch, people always trying to like counter the argument with like, well, Twitch have like this community thing, you know, like they have they have like lots of people, this and that, yeah, that stuff. And then I'd be like, if you don't have viewer in there, what's good to have like a good community in Twitch? What's good to have like those kind of like integration stuff with game and things? What's good with like having point stuff if nobody want to click it? You get the idea, right? And I don't even think like currently like even the viewer is that benchmark right now. Here's the thing. I truly believe the viewer, they have a very good community thing, has been dead because of COVID a long time ago. I'm not even trying to like lowball on the punch here. Because here's the thing. Back then, a lot of streamer get brought up by this like bot train rate, like rate by positive people do like this like positive rate things. They don't even use bot. They literally, their entire channel premise is to accumulate as much viewer and then rate someone else. And then after that they go rate someone else. And then after that they keep rating non-stop. The positive rate, not hate rate. It used to be a culture back then. That culture got killed by literally like the bot hate rate they create, the people created for just hating Asian around that time. So I would say like those kind of like things is gone. Those culture is gone a long time ago. There's no more things like that. I truly also believe like those positive rate people, they obviously half of their view they have is also bot too. They just using those things to like boost people up. Now there's no more positive rate, there's only like hate rate exist. Yes, there's like friend rating some other friend, like some other, like people basically just do the rating in the most normal way. There's no creative way to rate like used to back in the days. People just get like shit tons of hype train and then just like rate a bunch of people for fun. You know? Just to push people up the algorithm. Yeah, I would say like they got devolved quite a lot. You know, Dan Clancy is trying to run away at the moment. He basically fucked up the entire the Twitch like entire ecosystem so much to the point for his like double standard view that now he's actually like in like hot situations. He is actively trying to run away. Like, here's the thing, I don't care about the politics stuff that's happening here. I care about if you want to be straight on the rules on VTubers, you have to straighten on the rule on everyone. Like, even the politics stuff, like, there are people going way too overboard and everything. Like, doxing, threatening, this and that, yeah, there's stuff like live. They didn't even get a single ban. Like, how can you say like that they are not like favoring people at this point? Yes, Twitch is losing money so much to the point they can't afford to ban, like permanently ban any top 5 streamer in their channel. That's one of the reasons why they are behaving like that. Or the double standard, or this or that. Do they bring money to Twitch? If they do, yes, they will be kept. If they don't, they will just don't give a shit about you. This is why I hate Twitch. They literally lie in front of your face. They just open their eyes big and wide and innocently and lie to you very confidently. They are not double standard. They don't hate VTubers. And then like they do this, and they keep saying those kind of things, but you know they do. You know they do. You aren't getting out from the allegation at this point. There's no amount of PR can actually save you. Like, at least like YouTube, they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. They really honest about like, I don't give a shit. If you complain about them, they would just point a middle finger back at you because they don't care. Like, YouTube can literally nuke every content creator and they were still functioning fine as YouTube. YouTube can literally permanently ban Mr. Beast and they still can functioning fine as a platform. And as for Kicks, everyone complain Kicks is like a gambling platform. Twitch have it too. They still have it. I don't know why people just being like blind spot to it. Yes, Kick have like a lot of like bad people streaming there, kind of. And then they, aside from like gambling platform is being active in there, there's also the Crypto Bro platform. You know what? At least they are fucking honest about it. They say, yeah, we have gambling platform. Yeah, we have asshole in our like chat, in our server to platform to stream. Yeah, we admit those were asshole that some even like we don't tolerate. Like, at least they're honest about it. Twitch just lie the shit out of everything. Here's the thing, I might actually can like have you ever heard about me bitching about this thing about Twitch that is called the affiliation trap? If you never heard about it, I can actually tell you guys about this. This is something that Twitch been doing for ages, and not a lot of people actually truly know about this until I mentioned it. And then they kind of aware it, but they didn't know how bad it is. It's actually really bad what Twitch is doing. Because they trying to this thing called like affiliation trap is basically they dumbify the affiliation like thingy for multiple variety of reasons. The most obvious reasons, people ask to dumbify it, and then they be like acting like we they'd be like we know people are requesting like affiliation is too hard, so we like make it easier so you can be affiliated and start earning money as a streamer. Like, obviously that is like I think that is like the very first intentions, but later on, once they actually start having ad in there, the entire intention changed. Here's the thing, back in the days, affiliation is actually legitly that hard to get, and I get affiliation around that time. Even when I get affiliations, I actually have 50 viewer around those time. Consistent 50 viewer. So when you actually get affiliations, means you actually have an audience. Nowadays, you get affiliations, you still better get 1 or 2 audience there. if you are lucky. Some people are super lucky, but generally I can tell you 99% of people stream in Twitch, even get affiliations, they don't have a viewer. Why? Is because they dumbify the affiliation so much to a point anyone can just get affiliated the next day. You can just pop it in like Twitter or something. It's like I'm close to getting affiliations. Help me. And then next day, voila, you got 25 like follower. Voila, you can actually affiliate it now. Here's like again, why they actually dumbify the affiliation so much. The main reasons, the ultimate main reason why they do that is because ad. The moment you get affiliated, you are approved to earn money from ad. And hence, you can play ads, more ads. And because the more people who got affiliated, the more number they can show to the people who want to like put ad on Twitch. Say we have this much people is affiliated, we can show ad for. They can show the data and number to them easily just because of that. And here's the thing, the third point is actually the most heinous point they ever does. That is the true part of the affiliation trap. We all have a hobby. We do something for fun. There are people generally, quite a lot, I can say like 80% of the Twitch streamer is actually doing streaming for fun. They just want to interact with people. They just want to have like chat. They just want to share their hobby. They just want to play some games and have some fun with other people. Or they just want to hang out with some others like streamer together along. Like medium tier streamers. That does exist. But here's the thing. When the moment, like if you like to do drawing, and then you manage to sell your first A4 paper, the drawing of like Cloud Strife, like Buster Sword, and you get that 50 cents. That 50 cents meant so much because you just doing drawing for fun, and then when you finally can earn that first bang of the buck, that first bang of the buck is so, how should I say this? The sentimental value of that first 50 cents you get from that is so much. That, oh, I managed to earn money from my hobby. And that is the affiliation trap started. They make it so easy for you to get affiliations. Maybe like that one friend, or like that one regular viewer that you always get. You only got that one viewer, and then it'd be like, oh, you got affiliated, congratulations, one Prime sub for you. I don't think even now Prime sub is a thing anymore, but back in the days, it's like the core part about like how this trap works is the Prime sub. Basically, they remove Prime sub is the most dumbest thing in the world. But either way. So it's because you got that Prime sub, you finally you earn your first bang of the buck in Twitch. You earn your first bang of the buck in Twitch, you'll be like, ooh, goody! And then you go and take a look. Holy shit! You need $100 to you need to reach $100 to actually take out the money. Now it's like 50, I know, but back then it's $100. Imagine you have to grind your ass all the way to $100. Even grind your ass all the way to $50. Do you know how difficult that is? There are people who can, if they are lucky, they can just get it in a month. Or you can just get it in a week if you somehow blew up for no reasons. Like there is situation like that, but I can tell you one thing. 99% of people who got into that situation, they never actually managed to earn enough to $50 and they gave up streaming. Where are those money then? Where? It's not like they're refunding everyone. It's not like people are going to delete the account. They're still going to use it. And people who still manage to keep, if they still manage to keep power through it, they keep grinding it. They are people who trying to grind for 3 years and they are still grinding for that first $50. They trap people in there as a content creator just to show it as a number on the data sheet. So they can show it to like the stockholder, this and that, yeah, stuff. We have this much content creators. We have this many like affiliated. We can play this many ads. You just a data on the sheet. This is the most heinous part about the affiliation trap they have. They lose all the professionalisms just for the sake of data sheet. Now they made the entire like affiliations basically a joke. And because you have to keep grinding for the $50 for the sentimental value, you basically are become the cock in the wheel, numbers in the data sheet. Also, not just a number in the data sheet. If you look closely, when you always stream, they will always have that one viewer. That is you watching yourself, monitoring your own stream. So no matter in what category you are in, you contribute that one view. Imagine how many people actually got trapped in that affiliation trap, trying to grind their way through with no viewer. You just right now look at just chat. How many people are in that category? I can definitely tell you, there's at least 3,000 to 5,000 is one viewer streamer that watching themselves. That 5,000 number in there is fake. Maybe even more than 5,000. I am too generous at that numbers. And then there's definitely 100% fucking guarantee people in art category. You see like there's 10k people there. I can guarantee you there's 5k people is fake. Either 5k or like I'd be generous a little bit again, like 3k people is people just like grinding through inside like in the art category because they see a lot of numbers there. They thought like, oh, drawing is actually viable in Twitch as a content. And then they start drawing in there blindly. The fake viewer number, the affiliation trap and everything, like now you kind of like can see like how scummy that is. And believe me, Twitch are not idiot, okay? They are not idiot. They definitely know this kind of stuff. And they just do not address it at all because obviously it benefit them. This is why I don't like Twitch. They willing to lie straight to your face and say it's for the communities. I don't try to like convince people to stop streaming on Twitch. If you manage to earn money on that, bravo. You keep doing that, okay? Like no matter where the money come from, even if it's from sewer, money is still money. But I really don't like Twitch for many years. And the PR they have like for this particular year is basically just one more point for me to hate Twitch. I can always tell you guys this one thing, just do multi-stream. Because here's the thing, all platforms have their butt. YouTube have their butt, Kick have their butt, Twitch have the biggest butt so far. Heck, I can even say like TikTok is way better. Right now I got 4 views in TikTok. Hi there. Welcome to my stream. And YouTube, I have way more interaction with people rather than Twitch. I was like, what the heck, man? I guess Twitch just doesn't like me. Maybe I shit on Twitch too much. They'd be like, oh no, this guy actually don't like Twitch. Let's fuck him. Then, case in point, I prove my point. Yeah. I only do podcasts and streaming on Twitch. That is the sole reason is like my guest is still streaming on Twitch. I'm not going to let them like alienate their like audience just that. I'm actually just opening it up so their audience can watch their streamers. Not because, you know, not because I want to earn their earn their audience. Because if they're going to watch Twitch generally they won't like just hop to like YouTube just to watch me. You know, it's an extra step. Why do I do that? No, I'm just doing this like for the option for people who stream in Twitch, so still can have that audience to watch it. Afterward, I'm not going to stream like generally on Twitch at all. Only the podcast stuff with guests or like maybe in collab, I will stream on Twitch. That is the rare occasion that I will do. Yeah, good for you. So every single time, if anyone does like talk about Twitch, I will always try my best to let you know one thing. Twitch is not your friend. It was never your friend. Okay? They are a platform that actually, if you try to think business being business, they are the most scummiest platform in the world actually at the moment. At this moment. After you hear like what I talk about, like what they're doing. So it's not so wrong if I say they just lie to your face when they say they don't have any like preference on streamer. They don't have preference on some certain category. They basically they don't hate certain VTubers. This definitely is. No amount of saying you don't hate VTuber like can convince me that you don't hate VTubers. There's also no amount of like you hate it, you don't hate a certain group of people too. Like at this point they cannot convince me. Even they toss me like 1 million to tell me to shut up. I would take that money and shut up. What is 1 million? But still, if they like just like threaten me to ban me permanently on Twitch just to tell me shut up, I would not. Because if they actually do that, case in point again. What? Like I say, I have conditions. I can't earn money. At the end, my gripe with them is like I can't earn money in the Twitch. I am a very honest person. If you manage to give me like 1 million to tell me shut up, I will. What? They have bad practices. I do agree. But if they give me money, I'll be like, they have bad practices. But that's a big but. 1 million is a lot. Yeah, you guys kind of like learn this thing. Like I yap a lot. I talk a lot. I basically will not stop at this point. So, whew. Well, that's the thing. Like I'm a guy with principle, but my principle can actually be bought by money. Unless you tell me to do crime and then you pay me a bunch of money, then no. But if it's something that it doesn't really hurt anyone, yes. If you're just gonna say, would you slap your like particular friend with like $1 million? Yes, I will. Okay, I will slap him so hard he will lose a teeth, and then I'll pay him to plant a golden teeth, just for that. What? I got 1 million from just slapping people. I can get now I can pay for the whole dental surgery. I am definitely multiple ways are evil. I am not a virtuous person. I do good things, but doesn't mean I'm not evil. Means I want to put this as a point because I don't like virtue signaling. The way I talk sometimes it sounds like that, but I also have to let people know I'm not a virtuous person. I can turn evil on the fly. I am very gray area persons. There's no people is pure good. There's no people is pure bad. Especially when it comes to money. You can be as good as a person, the best person in the world, when you have enough financial for yourself. But when you don't have money, this is why I always say this thing. Here's the thing. My golden rule of always telling everyone is kindness is a privilege. Because you still survive, because you still can like be giving, because you still can like live with enough that for yourself. And you can be kind to other people, you can be giving to other people, you can forgive other people for literally just for shits and giggles. But when you don't have money, I cannot be giving anymore. I will, if you try to negotiate with me, there will be no negotiations. If I do art commission, you say that, can you lower your price? No. I'm going to raise my price instead if you're trying to negotiate with me. So far, I'm trying to make things as affordable as possible, but my friend did tell me, if I always make it like that, I have to take care of myself first. This is what I learned from him. And I actually did learn it from the hard way when I actually start like, have no money. And then I realized what he's talking about. It's like, kindness really is a privilege. If you have money, you can be kind. If you don't have money, the kindness is running thin. And I guess like that's that. So I've been trying to my best to like stream in multiple front at this point. I don't want to put all my bags into like one streaming platform, like I say again. Like Twitch is not trustable. You can't trust Twitch. Just this is my best way I can like tell everyone, do not trust Twitch. They are not kind to you at all. In fact, I think they kind of like his thing. As Mongo released his earning from Cake compared to his earning on Twitch, he actually have way lesser audience than the Cake have way lesser audience than in Twitch, obviously. But he earned 2K for 1 day, for 1 week in there. And then he earned for like about how many? He earned 20K for a day in there. If you kind of see the complexity of this thing, where did those money go? If you kind of like say they earn, like as a platform, they earn equally money. Twitch literally are using Amazon server. They literally have like half of the budget cut off from just using their own server. Cake still have to pay for Amazon server or make their own server or stuff like that. They still use a shit tons of money to run the platform. And you kind of think closely, where did all those money go in Twitch? Yes, Kick is not a very well-run platform, but Twitch is also not a very well-run platform at this moment. So, all those money, where did all those money go? You really have to think hard about this. Twitch might have treat like their creator really bad. They don't give a shit about them in the first place because they already stole enough money from you. That's what my personal opinion is. And it will always be one. Where did those money go? Even you're going to say like it works on the operations. How bloated is the operations that you took so much money from a day of stream, from a week of stream, from a famous streamer? is baffling. They literally are treating all creators like cash cow at this moment. This is why they don't give a shit about creating a lot, because in their eye, those are some dumb bitches that do not know how to count. That's how I see. That's how some people see. I think. I hope there are a lot more people opening their eyes for those kind of stuff. Well, that's all for the warning and stuff, I guess. I say again, I really fucking hate Twitch. So yeah. Either way, thank you very much for watching. And as always, guys, stay healthy, stay safe. Until next time, stay tuned on the next stream. I need to go to bed. Technically, the moment I kind of stop talking sometimes, I realize that my entire world is actually still spinning. It's actually way more spinning. So, yeah. Bye-bye.